Wow. Welcome, everybody, to an episode of Crafting a Chat. I'm your host, Genesis.
Oh man, your voice changed.
Yeah, I finally went through puberty. So I'm your host, Genesis. Has he spoken yet? Am I?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay,
no, just
cool,
keep going.
cool. If I'm not, I don't open these. This fucking guy. Where's
What's
Umair?
up, everybody? Welcome to Crafting a Chat. This is episode Who Gives a Fuck number, and today we got me and Adam in the game. Maybe we have other people joining. I don't know.
Oh!
Adam, how's your night going?
Fine. What do you want to
That's
know?
good. Fucking, I don't know. I'm just, we're just
Trying to
doing
meet
intro
up?
questions,
Oh.
Oh, well, hold on now. All right. Where do you want to meet up?
The lake.
Oh, you're gonna throw me in?
No, we're gonna play patty cake.
Oh. Anyway. Yeah. We got a whole bunch of shit to talk about tonight. And really by a whole bunch of shit, it's mostly just probably one topic, but we'll call it a whole bunch of shit so it makes it seem like we have more planned. As always, we gotta talk about what we did this week. And I didn't do a whole lot, so I guess I'll just kick this off because it'll be short and sweet. Started playing Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
Oh!
It's pretty fun. Yeah. Maria and I decided to sit down and check that out for a little bit.
You're on PC?
Yep, on PC. It's pretty cool. My computer wants to commit suicide a little bit, but it's okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. Probably ran worse on console. But yeah, I mean, so far it's definitely Avatar. It's a very pretty game. Can't wait to get a better laptop, hopefully, for Black Friday or somewhere around there. And
Prime Day is going on right now.
yeah, I looked. There's some sales, but not. I was
Laptop.
Yeah,
Why are we
new
getting
gaming
a
laptop. What do you mean, why am I getting a laptop? Because I
Why
want.
did I just get a tower?
No,
PC tower.
can't bring that around
But where are you bringing it to?
to friends' places.
Oh,
And
okay,
D&D.
okay. Okay, you know what? See, because I had the same reason, but I would never bring it anywhere.
Oh yeah. So, I do.
Okay, that makes more sense. I'll
But
let
yeah,
you know if I see any.
I saw some, but it's not enough. There's a nice $2,400 laptop on sale for $400 off, but the problem is it's only a 1 terabyte hard drive. Everything else is great.
Solid state?
Yeah.
Hmm.
1 terabyte's just not enough though. All right, I need a minimum of 2.
Yeah.
But it has like everything else. It's got a great processor, a fucking 5070. Like,
Nice.
it just sucks. But anyway, all I did this week was Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora and Realm of the Mad God. And that's it.
Well,
Yep.
no Baldur's Gate?
Nope.
Well,
A lot of cleaning, a lot of straightening up.
A lot,
Adam,
yeah.
thank you for your contributions.
of course. Thank you for the tacos.
It's always delicious there.
Ah, so good. So good.
So good. Adam,
I was telling Alex about that place.
Yeah.
And he's
yeah.
like, I'm going to have to give that a whirl. And I'm like, we might have to plan something, Kevin.
All right. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I'll talk to you after. Alex is finicky about stuff.
Oh, okay.
I would have to pick him up and then drive him out there, most likely. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, good times.
All right.
Hmm.
We'll figure it out.
Adam, you were the other person that was on time. Why don't you go next?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I feel like someone just spoke trying to say they were on time. And I would agree that you were in the party, but were you here? No.
No. I was trying to find my earbuds. I didn't know where they were. My kid took it and put it in one of the drawers, and I had to go looking through all the drawers.
Oh,
Nice.
so you were late because you're a bad father. That's what I'm getting out of this.
Basically.
Okay, everybody, if we had an audience, I'd be like, flag this man, call CPS on him, you know what I mean?
Fuck.
First
Hold
of
on.
all, now I watched, there's this like political TikToker I used to follow that is like real
Oh,
good at
boy.
debating people. And there was a clip of him going viral because I don't know. He kind of twisted some dude's words and was like, "Whoa, I'm calling CPS on you," and everybody was like, "What the fuck? That is not necessary. Like, you're just weaponizing CPS and stuff." But I mean, I don't follow that shit anymore. But I was like, "This is crazy." But yeah, don't weaponize CPS unless you see something that shouldn't be happening.
I
Anyways,
mean,
Yeah.
if you see something, just call CPS, even if you think it's not bad. You know, you never know.
yeah, you never know. Just don't use it for malicious intent. You shouldn't do that. Just
No,
because,
no, no. Don't
like,
use it for.
Genesis was late, we're not going to call CPS. He's a good dad, I'm sure. I don't know. I'm not there, he could be beating him. He could do an
I,
honor killing in the next 20 minutes. We don't know, all right? It's his culture.
well,
We can't change him. Anyways, Genesis, I will allow that you were on time, and I know you won't do an honor killing. Anyways,
no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do an honor killing. No, I
that's
would
good.
not.
I appreciate that. I played House Flipper 2. I got some trophies in that. I'm only at like 37%. I'm going slowly through that game, but I'm getting there. I know, like, in the next few hours of that game, I'll just start popping trophies left and right. So I'll get there, though. I'll get there.
Yeah.
I played Baldur's. Thank you for the encouragement. I played Baldur's Gate 3 with Alex and Alex with a C. Um, and we're pretty good in that, pretty far. We did something really fun, where it was a genius idea on my part. So, Kevin, do you know the Watchers factory, like the giant robot dudes, the metal dudes, in the city in Act 3?
Yeah.
So you know how you can destroy that factory?
No, I don't.
Okay, you can destroy that factory, and you
I'm
just
not
have
even sure
to.
what factory we're talking about.
It's the factory where all those giant metal robot dudes are made.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
What? You're further
I
than
just saw
me.
the. Oh, I'm not. I'm pretty sure I'm not.
You were in Act 3 before we were.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. Well, never mind then. Maybe
the only
that's
the only
spoiler.
watcher I know is there was that one that was in your way, and it is the stupidest fucking interaction in the world. How you get past that thing?
I think how we got past is we went to jail, and then we killed everybody in the jail, and then I convinced a guard that I was important and that the Emperor dude wants to speak to me. And then they were like, "Hey, why are you behind the gate?" And I was like, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were important." And I'm like, "Yes, yes." Also, I am not good at persuading people anymore, but I am so good at deception, which is basically the same thing. But it's very funny when I just rob people blindly, and then they go, "Hey, did you do that?" And I go, "No," and they go, "Well, I'll let it go for now." But if you do, I've killed people, and they've been like, "Hey," and I'm like, "I didn't do that," and they're like, "Well, all right, I'll give you a pass." I'm like, "You literally watched me murder them." So fun, so fun.
There was in that fucking like the first town you go to. There's a big watcher dude. I think it's one of those big like fucking robot looking things.
I think they're called Watchers.
He's just standing there. So I walked up toward that area, immediately went into a cutscene. I don't remember all the options I chose, but it ended with this little like girl coming out of the fucking crowd, whipping something at it. It got flashbanged. No one gave a shit. Everybody just ran away. Even the armed guards that had their weapons drawn just walked away, and you were able to just walk fucking through.
Ah,
It
that's
was the
funny.
dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard of in my life.
They started a
I
riot.
hate
It
this
seems.
game. This game has some of the worst fucking moments like ever in anything I've ever played. I don't understand how this got Game of the Year. I really don't.
We're having such a vastly different experience. and it's crazy. It's crazy. I a little. I'll give my full thoughts on this game, but I absolutely understand why this got Game of the Year and is highly rated. I also absolutely understand every criticism Kevin has of this game. Kevin, when I tell you, this is the last thing I'll say about Baldur's Gate 3 because I did other stuff. When I tell you that if the camera was a physical manifestation in real life, I would be in jail for murder. You know what I
Uh-huh,
mean?
uh-huh, uh-huh.
I
For
would beat and
murder.
torture that piece of shit forever, literally
Yeah,
forever.
yeah. Oh,
Like
I know.
I just sometimes I'm like, why can't I see anything? Why is that
Yep,
person invisible at this angle? Why?
yep. Why
What's
is the
going on?
person invisible? Why is the floor invisible? Why can't I see the doorway?
Why is
Why
the
can't I
wall
click?
invisible?
Why can't I click to walk through the door? Everything is always open or close the door.
Where's the? You're telling me smoke's in the way. I don't see smoke. Where's the smoke? Oh, there it
It's not.
is.
It's not bright enough. You
Now,
can't see this thing.
it,
But if you walk further away, suddenly you can see it.
there's an angle. You can take the angle. If you position the camera just right, you can see a little glittery of smoke, and you're like, what? It's not even in the way. It's so far away from where I. Whatever. Oh, sometimes I hate the combat in this game. Still hate it. Anyways,
Combat's the best part.
yeah, well. The other things I did, I watched some movies. I watched Cleaner, not The Cleaner, it's just Cleaner. It's on HBO Max. It's with Daisy Ridley from Star Wars, and Clive Owen from a bunch of other shit. And it's basically Die Hard, except Daisy Ridley is a window cleaner for this building. And it's directed by Martin Campbell, who's known for directing Casino Royale. So he's a pretty well known, famous, talented action director, and Cleaner is not one of the well known, famous action movies that has come out. He will not be known for this one. He might be infamously known for this one. It's not good. It's not very good. I gave it like a 5, I think. Um, I think the plot is kind of shit. I will say they do something with the bad guys that is quite interesting. Anybody care if I just go full spoilers for this shitty movie?
You can go right ahead.
Nope.
Sweet. So she's a window cleaner. She has an autistic brother. It's part of the plot, not important. She works for this company, this like billionaire company that is like starting a new campaign about how they're like so into saving the environment. They're like a British like petroleum company. Um, and they're saying that they're all for the green age and all that. So the people taking over the building are, it's like, oh shit, this is like Die Hard. But the twist is the people taking over are like a Greenpeace people who are taking over because this company is actually polluting and like destroying parts of the world like horribly, and then also locking up people and killing them. So they want them to confess their crimes. So they're holding them hostage and then hacking their computers to try to get like the proof as they film like confessions of like the 11 senior board members. And it's like, oh shit, that's interesting. And then in the movie, they have like an insurgency in that little, in the Greenpeace type of organization, where one of the main guy is like, hey, like we're not killing anybody, and this other guy is like, hey, we're killing people, and then he kills him, and then it's like, oh shit, and then he wants to explode the building, so it becomes like a terrorist thing. um so it's like, oh shit, they made it so where you actually have some sympathy for the bad guys. Because I remember in Die Hard they kind of tried to do that with Hans Gruber, but Hans Gruber, you didn't really have sympathy for him because like he was stealing money, but it was for a cause, but also he was really a terrorist, and he really didn't, like, he wasn't the nicest person in the world. Like, there's some, but there's not a lot. But for this, it's like, oh shit, there's actually like plot here? Like, what the fuck? And then there's this woman cleaning the windows, and she's ex-soldier. I don't know. That part kind of sucked. The action was okay. So I don't recommend Cleaner. And then I also watched Fight or Flight. This is that Josh Hartnett movie. I think I talked about it a couple weeks ago, but I accidentally called it Flight Risk. That's a different movie with Mark Wahlberg. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but Fight or Flight is, if you've ever seen Bullet Train with Brad Pitt, it's one of the directors of John Wick. It's kind of similar to that, except it's not on a bullet train, it's on a plane. It's a man hired to protect a like black ops hacker on a plane, except he doesn't know what they look like, and they find out that there's a bunch of assassins on the plane there to kill the hacker. So he's up against them, and it's like this quirky, like fun hour and a half movie. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere. I acquired it through other legal means. But I thought it was really good. The action was good, and I thought it was funny. I think it teeters off towards the end, but I think it's still good. And I honestly recommend that one quite a bit. And I think Josh Hartnett is great. Fight or Flight.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's streaming anywhere yet, but it's worth it, and the action's good. Like the fighting is solid, and like it builds up the characters, and it's a lot of comedy too. So like, yeah, and Bullet Train, if you haven't seen that, I recommend that one too. I think
still
that
have to watch that. I wanted to watch it for so long.
Yeah.
I just didn't get around to it.
yeah, if you like
So
David Leitch, he's the one that did Atomic Blonde, and
Atomic Blonde was nice.
and then that other one I just watched last week, which was the the Fall Guy. So he's real good at action comedies. But this one wasn't directed by him, but it was very similar to his style. Also, it teases a sequel, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's so cool. And then the other thing I watched earlier today. I was gonna watch it with my mom. She got 5 minutes in, didn't realize it was a horror movie, so she stopped. So then I was like, all right, I'll watch it. So I watched it. It's called Sinners. It's on HBO Max. This is that
it's already on
Ryan.
Max?
Yeah, this is that Ryan Coogler movie where it's about vampires, with Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld, or Haley Allen. Maybe it's Steinfeld still. I don't know. But Josh
did they already get
Allen's
married?
wife. Yeah, they already got married.
When the hell was that?
Literally couldn't tell you.
Oh,
A week
okay,
ago,
okay.
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a month and a half? No idea.
I'll
Kevin,
look it up, I guess.
when did Josh Allen get married?
Fuck. Josh Allen got married 3 weeks ago?
There you
Something
go.
like that. It's been within the last month.
Yeah, it's
Because-
not too long ago, so.
The celebration. Oh my god. There was something else that happened around the time of his wedding. I just don't remember what the fuck it was now. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was like 3 weeks ago or something like that. If I remember right.
Wasn't too long ago, so. Yeah, she's in it. I'm a little torn on this movie. I liked it. I want to start off saying I liked it. I will say that, like, tonally, it kind of feels a little all over the place. Because it's like, it wants to be this, like, almost this biopic, kind of, in a way, or like a period piece, but then vampires. So it's like, oh, this is interesting. And then I saw that they used like a bunch of costume pieces from the canceled Marvel Blade movie. And I'm like, I don't know what costume pieces they would have used in this.
And we
But
also confirmed that Blade is actually canceled. They said that.
that is literally the article that I read. I have no idea. No idea if Blade is actually canceled. But it's been in development hell for 7 years at this point, and Mahershala Ali won't even talk about it anymore. So it's probably dead. Until it comes back, just like Blade. But
Just like Blade.
yeah, but yeah, I think like visually entertaining. Visceral is a good word for it. A lot of good acting performances, but nothing like standout ish. Like, this isn't, nobody's gonna be talking about like, holy shit, like Michael B. Jordan, this was amazing. Like, it's fun. Sometimes the backgrounds looked a little weird. Um, the there was one actor I liked a lot. She was the main guard in Loki season 1 and 2. I forget her name. B something B213 or whatever her name was. She was also in X or Deadpool and Wolverine. Um, but she was good in this. But like nothing like absolutely insane. Um, but I think it was good, and then the ending. And I thought the ending made it great. But I'm still kind of like in the middle about it, which is weird. It's weird to explain. It's not a movie I'll ever watch again, probably. But like, if
Is this
somebody was
something I
like,
should have watched?
I don't know.
Because to me, the trailer made it look bad.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's bad. I could see people
Okay.
walking away saying it's bad though. It's one of
Did you?
those
Okay, hold on.
ones.
Did you see? Oh fuck! What the hell was that vampire one by that guy? The guy who did Fall of the House Usher. What the fuck is his name? Flanagan. What
Yeah.
was his vampire movie? Oh my
No,
god, Justin, help me out. What was that movie?
Um, with the Midnight Mass.
Yes, that's it. Adam, did you watch that or no?
no, isn't that a show?
It is a show, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if
No,
how
I
it
don't. I'm
compared.
not a. I'm not a Mike Flanagan guy.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, continue.
Um, I
Oh, you
would
should
say
fucking become one.
no. I'm just not interested in any of that. If I'm honest.
Oh.
But based on what you've guys described and like what I've seen of it, I'm just like, yeah, this is fine. This is not. It's not
Hmm.
my genre. Um, like I can appreciate the story craft, but I'm just not there for it. I'm also not a huge vampire person, so this one it might be like that, but I wouldn't even say it's on that level. Like I don't think it's as well written as the movie thinks it is. Like the things I've heard about this movie, it's like, holy shit, like, we got an original movie, and it's like, this is crazy. There are some shots in this movie where I'm like, holy shit, that's crazy. Like, I see why people see originality in this, and I do too, but also I feel like some of it could have been honed in a little bit better to make a more, like, I don't know, satisfying overall film. So, like, I'm kind of all over the place on this movie where I'm like, holy shit, this is like a 9 or a 10 out of 10 for a film, but it's also like a 6 or a 7. So it's like I'm all over the place. Um, so I recommend watching it for yourself. Kevin, I don't know about you. Your recommendations for movies for you I've always found difficult because you can kind of go either way. Um,
They are, especially horror.
yeah, I wouldn't even call this horror if I'm honest. I would say
Oh, okay. I'm
suspense.
actually, honestly,
Um,
I'm more intrigued if you call it, if you say it's not horror.
I would say it's more suspense, but the suspense goes away almost 20 minutes in. Um,
Okay, but does it go from like suspense to thriller?
no,
Oh, well,
no, I would say it goes from like, oh shit, what's happening here to, oh, okay, I know what's happening.
and
Oh,
then you're
okay,
just
cool.
along for the ride.
Then you're just there, like, like in a way, it got to like,
I mean,
I mean this in a compliment, but it's not gonna sound like one. It went from like high budget suspense thriller movie to B movie action. And I mean that in the sincerest way.
I
But it
mean,
also has art
sort
house
of.
shots. So in parts, Kevin, you remember the mirror shot in what's that movie where this guy's fucking hand pisses me off? Um
Candyman.
Candyman, the remake
Yes,
of
I do.
Candyman. You remember that mirror shot, and we were like, wow,
Yeah.
artistically amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel for most of this movie, except I'm not mad at a man's hand.
Right.
So
Okay.
like
Okay.
parts of me are like, whoa, like fucking go off, Ryan Coogler, you're nailing it. And other parts of me are like, if you told me this was some random person who made this, I'd be like, okay, sure, like whatever. Like it's hard to explain. I could see
I mean,
Destinoto coming out of this movie and just that would be his personality, though. You know what I mean?
right.
It's just one of those.
I might give it a shot because this kind of sounds like the pacing of John Carpenter's The Thing. and I
You
don't mind
know,
that.
I don't. I'm just gonna refrain from answering any more questions because the more I'll talk about it, the more I'll just be like, it could be. I wouldn't say it's like the pacing of John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh
I,
no,
I know
okay,
I know what you mean by that, and I would not say that.
okay.
I would just say that there's aspects of this movie that is like, whoa, that's unique. I appreciate the artistry, but when are we going to the next scene?
Oh, okay.
And then we're getting there, and then it's like, whoa, let's explore this more, and we are, and and then we end, and it's like, wow, what a perfect explanation, and what a great scene, and then we're on to the next thing, and then all of a sudden, a woman's on fire. It's just there's some decisions by characters where it's like, what an idiot, but also I get it.
Okay. Okay.
Like it's very strange. It's a very strange film. My score is a 6 to 9.5, somewhere in between. I don't know. Every day it'll differ. So maybe it needs a rewatch. I don't know. Somebody else watch it and tell me what to think. And that's all I did.
Honestly, Adam, I got you.
Thank you.
I got you.
Don't forget, write it down.
All right, cool. Desnoda, did you go yet?
No.
Go.
If you were on time, you would know that.
Okay. That's why I'm asking. I didn't know.
Actually, you were already talking when Desinoto showed, I thought.
Yeah, I might have been because the
Yeah.
controller was probably picking up what I was saying, but
Oh man, now
the
whatever. Anyway, Desinoto.
I don't have the earbuds. I didn't have the earbuds in me.
Didn't do a whole lot. I've been watching a lot of Pro League because the MSI tournament started not too long ago. That stands for Mid-Season Invitational. It's like the halfway tournament for international competition for League.
Now, hold on.
Yeah.
Do they actually call it MSI tournament? And
Yeah,
get
it's called
away with it?
MSI. Yeah.
Interesting. Does MSI know?
The brand, the computer
manufacturer? Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway,
They
continue.
always pair it with a year, so maybe that's why they get away with it.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. You're
Like
good.
MSI
Okay.
2024,
Mm-hmm.
2025. Now I don't know if they have any trademark situation with that, but yeah, that is funny that you brought that up.
I think because
never
it's
thought
just
about
called the
that.
Mid-Season Invitational. It's the
Yeah,
trademark.
maybe because it has like a separate subtitle.
But yeah, everyone refers to it as MSI. I don't think they have an issue with the computer parts people.
Yeah. Well, they're probably a sponsor, to be honest, because
They could be.
everybody's a sponsor for league teams now.
MicroStar International, by the way, is what that computer stands for.
Oh. Not what I would have thought
Honestly, I didn't even know it was an acronym.
Neither did I.
I thought it was just MSI.
Neither did I.
Just a three-letter name.
Well, MicroStar International.
Wow.
Wow.
That's cool. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
But yeah, that's been going on. I think it started on July last week.
Last week, my favorite day of July.
I think it started July 1st. So I've been watching that. They pretty much they were doing 2 matches a day because they're 2 best of 5s between 4 different teams. And the format's pretty nice this year. It's all best of 5s. There's no round robin. There's no Swiss stage. It was just like a preset group pairings, group of pairings between the 10 teams that are playing. 8 were already selected based on region, and then 2 more came in from the play-in stage, which is like a wild card scenario where like the lesser known regions can play and try to get a spot in the tournament. And I think only one of the 2 teams from that play-in is still in the tournament because the European seed 2 was in the play-ins and they made it in the tournament, but they got knocked out. And
Physically, someone assaulted them.
they got. It's so funny because the one North American team, which everybody loves to laugh at because NA sucks now, they're still in the tournament and they made it into the bracket stage, and they're still there and they're fighting the China number 2 seed right now. I was actually watching that just before I checked my phone and I was like, oh, it's 11:01. I forgot.
Nice,
about
nice.
the podcast. But yeah, surprisingly, they're still here. North American LCS basically merged with like South America, so now it's what's it called now? LTA. I think that's what it's called. Instead of LCS, it's just another acronym for North and South America now because North America failed to be a major region after.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Don't let Trump
after
know.
it was pretty much like right after the demise of TSM. And yeah, so. But yeah, EU's out. China is still there with 2 teams. Korea is there with 2 teams, and NA is there with 1 team. And then there's a Taiwanese team that's, I think, actually no, they got knocked out last night by the number 1 China team. So, but yeah, that's been pretty fun. T1 is there, obviously. So I'm obviously rooting for them. I sure hope they win. And Faker gets another title under his belt of titles. Just never ending. And they have been turning the fuck up as they do at international events. This is a normal thing. They come in, everybody thinks they're gonna lose, and then all of a sudden, they win the whole thing. And it's fucking nuts. Because there's another team in Korea called Genji that went 18-0 in their summer split, which is 18 best of threes. They'd never lost a single best of 3 to any other Korean team, and everybody thinks they're gonna win. But meanwhile, there's T1 who is playing against them tomorrow, and I don't know if I'll even be able to watch because I'll be on a plane.
Rip.
Unless they got Wi-Fi on the plane or something, I don't know. Maybe.
No, we canceled Wi-Fi on planes.
No. Please, I need to
It wasn't
watch
in the
T1.
budget. It wasn't in the budget.
I gotta watch.
Oh, I'm getting constipated now.
I love watching games live. It's just a way better experience than watching the VOD afterwards, especially if you get the results spoiled or something. But the cool thing is there's double elimination in this tournament, so even if they do lose to Genji tomorrow, they still have a chance to stay in the tournament and get to the final from the losers bracket. So that's cool. Otherwise, just been watching a bunch of queso videos. Watched 2 movies. One recently got added to Netflix called Red Eye. A little older one. Yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good old Killian.
Yeah, one of his earlier movies. He still looks the same though.
Same year as Batman Begins.
Oh, look at that. That. Who's the woman in the movie? I don't remember her name.
Rachel McAdams.
Very nice. Also, her acting obviously great.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice.
Okay.
By the way, it's his 19th movie. Just wanna
That's his 19th movie in
just wanna throw that
2005.
just wanna throw that out there
What
that you
the
like
hell?
one of his earliest movies, and I'm like, definitely not. What is his 19th movie?
Oh, I said earlier.
Yeah, well, is
A little bit. I mean,
it?
he's made a lot since then.
One of
right?
his
So-
more well, not even as famous, because he was in fucking 28 days later, 27 days later or whatever.
28.
28
Yeah.
days later, 3 years before that. So,
Oh.
no one remembers Red Eye that well. Well, I'm sure people like it.
It was a good movie.
I thought it was okay.
Solid. Yeah.
I just remember watching it and going, what the fuck is Scarecrow doing in here? Why is he being so creepy?
Yeah.
There's a girl from Mean Girls here. What the hell? What's going on?
Oh, she's from Mean Girls?
Yeah, she's Regina George.
Oh, look at that. Wow. That makes sense. Her face looks very similar. Now that
She's
I think
also in The
about it.
Notebook. And
Yes,
she's the
I-
time traveler's wife.
Oh.
She's also another
Wow.
time traveler's wife, but not in that one. It's not called the time traveler's wife. I forget what it's called.
Wow. Wow. Well, that's cool. That's cool. I watched.
I just want to point out that we both watched a movie centered on a plane. It's kind of weird. Very different, but kind of weird.
Yeah. Look at that. I do. Huh. That's funny. I also watched. What's it? Midnight in the Switchgrass or something. Netflix movie. Megan Fox.
Midnight in the Blades of Grass. What?
They showed the grass that looked like a switchblade, so that was cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the grass looked like a bunch of. It's those like long, sharp-looking, really tall grass. I think that was the name of it. Midnight in the Switchgrass, yeah. She basically is playing this FBI agent who's partnered with good old Bruce Willis.
Oh, this sounds bad.
I didn't even get to the best part. Machine Gun Kelly is also in this movie.
Well, they were dating at one point,
Yeah.
so that makes sense.
Yeah, I wonder if this was around that time. This was in 2021.
Yeah, this was also Bruce Willis's last movie he filmed.
Oh.
When he was trying to film as many movies as possible, accepting any bad role he could because it paid,
Right.
because he wanted
Yeah.
to set up his family.
Is that he's done like completely?
Yeah,
now?
he has dysphagia. He can't speak.
Huh?
Yeah,
Oh my
Bruce.
God.
Yeah, Bruce. You didn't hear about this?
No.
Bruce Willis has. I think it's called dysphagia, where he can't speak anymore, and he gets a little confused now.
Oh my God.
If you see like videos of him and stuff now, like his family take videos of him, and he's like smiling and like celebrating like birthdays and stuff, but it's basically Alzheimer's.
Oh no.
And they think it's because of all the hits to the head he got.
That Could be. That definitely could be it.
So,
Wow. That's
but
terrible.
I think it might
Gosh.
also be like a genetic thing. But yeah, he's officially been retired from acting. And that
Wow,
the
that's
movie you
so
just watched was his last one.
sad.
So
My gosh. He's such a good actor too. At least it's more like, well
yeah,
known
he was
stuff.
great. He was definitely great, like iconic.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sucks that he was in a movie with pedophile Machine Gun Kelly. No, thank you. Yeah.
And Machine Gun Kelly played the like stereotypical pimp drug dealer who gets beat up by Megan Fox.
Great.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Um. Yeah. As usual, Megan Fox is doing Megan Fox things. Um. The movie was okay. Nothing special. Bruce Willis is very minimal. Uh. Presence in the movie. He's kind of there. He goes. He's there and he goes away because he's just he's getting like relocated to I think what's that place? Atlanta or Seattle or somewhere. He's getting
Very
relocated
different sides of
somewhere.
the country, but sure.
Yeah, I don't know which. It was one of those two cities. I don't know. I don't remember which one
It's
it
usually
was.
the place where people get put. That makes sense.
Yeah, because I think he was
Seattle,
like close
Washington.
to retirement age, and he didn't want to be like doing all the dangerous cases anymore. But she was his partner, and she wanted to
I should not misspoke. It was Bellevue,
It
Washington.
was Bellevue. I was waiting for you to correct yourself.
Yep. I thought of it. I was like, it's not Seattle, Washington. It's Bellevue, Washington. Seattle. I don't think Seattle, Washington is correct, right?
No, it's also
It's
in
geographically
it's also
wrong.
in nope, it's also in Washington,
No, all right, never mind.
the state, not the district of Columbia.
Right. Yeah. No, I know that place. Yeah. So confusing that two places named like that. Should have never done it that way. Weird, but whatever.
I think that was the only other thing. I started watching this that same Trainwreck series. I had watched the Travis Scott concert one last or a couple weeks ago. Um, then I was watching the one with the mayor, Rob Ford of Toronto, the mayor of Toronto.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mayor of Mayhem is what it's called. I was watching that last night. Didn't finish it though. I got like halfway through. Halfway through. Um, Informative. Uh, Somebody found a video of him doing crack.
Yep.
Or crack cocaine, as the people like to call it.
Yeah, I remember when all that came out.
And he is obviously denying all of it, but guess we'll see if that's really true.
It's
And I
true
wanted to
he denied it.
mention. Oh yeah, he did
It did
deny it.
happen. Yeah, no, it happened though.
Yeah. Apparently the Canadian media doesn't pay for news, so they couldn't buy it off the person who had the videotape.
What a good way to do it.
Yeah. I wanted to mention Mr. Robot is now on Netflix. The whole show. If anybody's interested in watching it, it's a great show. Very great show. And one of the best filmed shows I've ever seen. Cinematography wise, just incredible. It just looks so fucking good. Oh my god. And then they had that quote one take episode, which I think was just it was like really long takes or I think it only had like 1 or 2 cuts in the whole episode. It was like a 40-something minute episode. But yeah, absolutely incredible show. Great cast. Definitely recommend for if you want like a little thriller drama crime.
What the fuck?
Keep trailing off and mentioning more genres.
Kevin, you gonna try it?
On Netflix. Huh?
Maybe.
You didn't try,
maybe.
Kevin, you should try it. I tried it. I didn't care for it.
Yeah, Kevin, you should try it.
You should try it. It's on Netflix now.
I'm trying to talk Kevin into trying drugs. What's going on here?
Fucking love this show.
Kevin, you
oh,
should
there's
try
a lot
it.
of drugs. A lot of drugs in the show too. You'll love
Yeah,
it.
but if you could look at Rami Malek throughout that show, then you could do anything your heart desires. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
couldn't do it.
What?
I couldn't make it. I just couldn't survive.
What's wrong with Randy Malek?
In that show, he just always looks like he's holding in a fart, and it pissed me off. I mentioned it when I watched it, where he just looks like he's just so paranoid, and like I'm just like, this show is stupid. Replace this man. And
But it has Christian Slater. It's got.
Yeah, that's not a bonus for a lot of people. I just want to throw that out there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Who's that?
I thought he did a really good
See?
job in the show.
That's what I meant. Kevin doesn't know who that is. I like Christian Slater. No, Christian Slater's great. Like, solid actor, especially in the
Yeah.
90s. But, like, Kevin don't know who Christian Slater is.
Damn.
I know Kelly Slater. The surfer.
Well, not gonna help you here. By the way, for Bruce Willis, it's called aphasia, and he has frontotemporal dementia.
Oh my
So,
god.
and aphasia is you have difficulty with language. So yeah, he
Wow.
done. He done.
That
Also,
is
he's
so
70.
insane.
I thought he was younger. I don't know why.
He's like that whole crowd of Hollywood people. They're all around the same age. Tom Cruise is 63.
Yeah, he looks it. He's looking it.
He
He's
do be
dating Ana
looking
de
it
Armas
now.
though, so.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm sorry. Did
Wait,
you
what'd
just
you
say
say?
Tom Cruise is dating Ana de Armas?
Yeah,
I missed that.
it's been rumored for a while, but
Wow.
they're seeing a lot out, and people are like, "Oh, they're dating." They're making a
Wow.
movie, but the rumor is they've been like that they're seeing each other. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
That
just
is a
'cause-
home run for him. Wow.
I mean, it's Tom Cruise, so she's not doing. I mean, I'm a little worried for her based on his past.
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
he seems to have calmed down on that aspect a little bit, especially the public
Yeah.
eye. But we shall see.
We shall see.
What's wrong? What are you trying to figure out? Trying to understand why a 63-year-old man is dating a 35,
36.
36-year-old
37.
woman?
37.
I mean, I don't know.
Don't worry
Anyway,
about it.
All right. That's okay. We support pedophiles. So.
Love is what?
What?
She's not a child.
Oh,
No, it's all good. It's all good. We support
Hey,
pedophiles.
love is love. After a certain age, you can think it's weird as shit, but hey, it's legal. And they're making choices, you know.
I don't know. I don't know about that, man. I don't know.
I don't know. She dated Ben Affleck, and he was like 20 years older than her. So she's just going further and further.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
All
about
right,
it.
then I guess it's fucking.
It just sucks because now I know I'll never have a chance because I'm younger than her,
Oh no.
and that's the only reason we don't need to
No.
talk about it. You know,
No, that is the only reason.
That's the
Yeah,
only
you like to
reason.
have you.
Oh.
not because of my looks or my income or I've never
You're-
met
you're a
her.
catch, man. You are well above her pay grade.
If she tried to
So,
catch
okay.
me, I would crush the shit out of her.
And that's exactly why she doesn't deserve you.
I don't. What does that mean? That I can only? I don't. No woman deserves me unless they can catch me. Hey, you just said the other day that you can catch me. Oh
I could catch you.
my god.
It's meant
It's love
to.
at first sight.
Catch.
Nipple. I don't know.
Love at first catch. Why do you think I'm
Nipple.
inviting you over here?
You had him.
I'm gonna jump out of the
you-
plane and be like, catch
No.
me.
I got you, man. I'll
Then
I'll
the
drive to
fucking
wherever you
crater
want.
your house and destroy your neighborhood.
Oh.
You're not gonna do
Oh
that.
no.
You're a good man.
I'm a good man, but hey, gravity and my weight, I'm a better bomb.
Jesus. All right.
Sounds like a comment I made that almost got me fired.
Hey. Throwback.
Oh man, good times, good times. Hey, all right, Dustin, are you done?
No.
Yeah, he is.
Did I ask
I'm
you?
not done.
What
Apparently
you?
I'm not.
I was answering.
Did you watch The Bear? Did you finish The Bear?
Oh my god.
That's
How
a
did I
no.
forget about the bear?
Did you not watch The Bear?
Oh my god.
See, Kevin?
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah, I told you.
Wait, but
You had one episode left.
oh my god.
I was telling Kevin I wouldn't be shocked if Destinoto forgets about The Bear. Wouldn't be shocked. Because I was
so
saying that
sorry,
I don't
totally-
text and say, hey, you watch The Bear, you do this. I don't do that anymore because you either do it or you don't. It's just I'm not, I don't take on that responsibility anymore. Because if you either care or you don't. But yeah, you forgot about The Bear.
no.
So
No.
hey, it's okay. Next week.
Oh no.
Genesis, what'd you do?
It's all over. Oh
Thank
my
God. Mine's pretty
Wow.
short. I beat Expedition 33.
Wow.
What an ending to that game, man. That game definitely is a contender for Game of the Year. What a crazy ass story. What an ending. Um, I saw both of them. There are two endings to the game. I've seen both of them.
Oh.
Just I have some feelings and thoughts about when that game ended, but really really good. I'm not gonna say anything because I think Kevin, hopefully one day you will play it, but it's definitely a game
Possibility.
I think you should play, Kevin. Even Adam, I know you don't like turn-based. This does not feel like turn-based, but I know
I'm gonna
you've
tell
seen it
you
in your
right
eyes.
now. I'm gonna say this, and this is a very controversial opinion. All right, it looks great. It looks like I understand all the praise, the acting, everything
It's
seems
just not
great.
something you would play.
Anytime I see that combat, I go, "This is the stupidest fucking shit I've ever seen in my entire life." Maybe it's because
get
I'm
it.
not playing it, but in my eyes, I go, "I would never want to touch this." When I see
No,
that.
no, and
When I
totally
watched you
understand.
play, I muted myself. Audibly, I went, ew. Like, I'm
I
sure
will
it's,
tell you, Adam, though.
I'm stupid.
Watch
Just,
the cutscenes from
you
the
know?
beginning to the end of that game.
Now
It is worth a
that
movie.
is something
It's
I
worth
think I could
like a
do.
movie watch.
That's something I'll
Yes,
do
it
for
is
you.
a very, very good story. Surprisingly, very well written story. I mean, again, this is not a triple A game, but it did fantastic with the story. The characters, the story, every person had like a meaningful.
I mean, it's
Uh,
AAA and everything but budget.
yeah, I guess. Um, the real you actually see the budget a lot in the beginning, but once you make it past the first like hour or two, the budget like it doesn't look like that double A or single A budget
Yeah.
game anymore. It looks much better. For some reason, I don't know what happened, but like the very beginning of the game, it just looks so like bad motion capture, bad like face quality and all that. And then as
Oh.
soon as you get past like a certain point, you're like, wait, what happened? Did they just like get a burst of money and put it in the game or something? Like, it's so weird. It's so odd. Anyway,
It happened in real
um,
time.
excellent. I'm going through some of the super bosses now, and I'm trying to platinum the game before I move on to Death
Dun,
Stranding.
dun, 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 dun,
Um,
Super boss.
so when once that's done, I'll have some
Underdog.
impressions of that.
Oh
But
man.
I do I include the games I've been playing on the PS4? I guess I've been I tried
Did
out
you play
Injustice
him?
2. Yeah, I did technically. Yeah, I did. I tried out Injustice 2 for the first time. Some of the
It's
characters are
fun.
pretty fun in that
Yeah.
game. Just yeah, I'm not a pro fighter for those fighting games or anything like that. But like I dabble in like some of the combos and things like that. I was playing Dead or Alive just because I remember that was the only one that I really knew combos with, besides Dragon Ball Fighters. And then I downloaded Sly Cooper on the one in the store. If I ever get some time every once in a while, I might just start playing that. I've wanted to play it, and I was like, I never played the original Sly Cooper, and I wanted to do that. But I think that's all I did. I don't think we played Phasmophobia. We didn't play any Helldivers. Uh, I don't. I don't think I played anything else. Yeah, no. I didn't play anything else. I didn't see anything else either. And yeah,
You didn't
that's it.
watch
That's all I
Ironheart at all?
No, I haven't watched it yet. As soon as I'm done with this wedding that we're having, I'm probably gonna catch up with that because that's the only thing left before Fantastic Four um, and then I think from Fantastic Four there's a bunch of shows coming, and then Spider-Man's next year in July, right? Or
I
August?
believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
And then
it's either
Doomsday.
May or July. I think it's July.
Okay. Got it. Um, yeah, I'll probably watch it as soon as I get back. We leave in the morning and then we'll come back on Sunday, so I
Okay.
have Monday and Tuesday off. Or Monday,
Yeah,
Tuesday, Wednesday
I'm
I have
gonna
off.
try to get. Apparently, all of it's out, which is crazy. I thought I
Yeah.
thought there were like 12 episodes. Turns out there were 6, and they released 3 at a time. So,
Yeah.
but I'll probably watch at least one of them by next week.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I'll try and get that done because again I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, so I should be able
Yeah,
to
yeah. I'll text you if I watch
watch
more or
something.
less or
Yeah.
whatever. So.
Same. I'll text you and let you know.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Would we have anything planned for this week? Any topics? Anything we want to talk about?
Yeah, the big news.
Probably. We got to talk
Oh,
about the layoffs.
yeah.
We didn't
Yeah,
talk
let's
about
talk about that.
those.
Yeah,
Talk
I
about
can lead that if you want because I posted a shit ton of stuff on that in the chat.
you know what? I'm gonna let you lead it. Fuck it. Why not?
Real quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
Quick. How was Bitches in Louisiana wedding?
We didn't go yet. We go tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we go tomorrow.
You like those
Tomorrow morning,
acronyms?
I
I had no idea what the fuck you were saying, and then Google helped me out.
how
with
did you not
brother-in-law.
know what BIL is?
I did not know BIL was brother-in-law. That's why I just started throwing random shit in there.
Is it not that's a common thing, right?
yeah, MIL, FIL, BIL,
Yeah.
SIL.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Kevin, you gotta get on
I don't know if
Pornhub.
it's that common.
What?
The firing thing I think of by BIL is Boys in Love.
BIL.
What the fuck?
I don't know why his brain goes there first, but okay.
Why?
I don't know.
What is it? What the hell? I mean, hey, hold
BL
on.
is like boys love.
What is
No,
that?
man.
That's like a genre for.
I don't-
BIL, bipartisan infrastructure law. Come on.
I
I
like Kevin's definitions more. So.
Okay, kinda. I do not like Desinotos at all. I don't because they don't sound like they're like, hey, this is like about equality and for rights and stuff. They sound borderline creepy. They sound. You throw the word boy, no, they should not be involved in love. You know what I mean? They should be. I don't like that. I want to Google it so bad, but I know if I do, I'm gonna be on a fucking list. It's gonna be pictures of fucking cat on there, and I'm gonna be like, oh, like no, thank you. Jesus, what the hell?
All right,
Jesus
so
had nothing to do with this.
Why does your brain go? Oh my god!
Because BL, I know, like that's like a common thing
Go ahead,
for like
explain it. Go ahead.
for like
okay, let's reel it back in.
for like
Let's
Japanese
Wow, look
manga.
at him being an
God.
adult.
Japanese. Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh dear Lord. Oh, it's like Boku no Pico. Why did you say that?
This
Like
is why I
Pico
don't
de
want to go on
Gallo?
this show.
What?
No, Kevin. You don't want clarification.
Kevin,
Okay.
just don't worry about it. Let's get back on topic here.
That's
So
Genesis and
let's
I Bible. That's what we believe in.
Jesus Christ.
Pico de
Listen,
Gallo, I
man.
believe in it
I
too.
mean, let me tell you this right now. When you come here, okay, there will be conversations that will only stay here, and that is going to be one of the conversations that only stay here. That is
Oh,
not leaving to go back with you to Buffalo. I hope you know.
interesting. Right.
Oh
I'm having
no.
a
Um,
conversation right now, but it's not
Oh
leaving Texas.
no.
So there's
no, don't worry
all
about
right.
that.
Don't worry about it. Don't
There's
worry about it.
yeah, don't worry about it. Anyway, so let's rewind back to about I want to say this was last Wednesday that this happened. Um,
Yep.
so there was a lot of rumors going around, or not rumors. I would say confirming because I think there's that website that people can look up and companies have to publicly announce that they're uh, going to be doing layoffs, and it ends up going on the website. I don't remember the website's name for the life of me, but I know there's a website that does that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
So
about. They
people,
have to,
yeah,
like, publicly traded companies have to post that too, and
they have to
shit
post
like
that.
that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is the way that most people had gotten their info. Nobody knew what the scale of this thing was. They assumed it was going to be whatever 4, 5, 6%, something like that, but nobody really knew like, hey, what the actual gravity of the situation is going to be. So we start off this lovely morning, right, with Phil Spencer sending out his internal email to staff, right? And it's your general corporate bullshit email about how um, we need to look into the future, and there's everything's getting more expensive, and we got to look to see what we have to do to keep the company profitable. And thank you so much for your time, and this and that. But the excerpt, right? The excerpt that is just is making people lose their mind, right? With how he handled this is the following. I recognize that these changes come at a time when we have more players, games, and gaming hours than ever before. Our platform, hardware, and game roadmap have never looked stronger. This is
What the
this is
fuck?
the biggest fuck you I've ever seen to a company of listen, there's a lot of people who work in this place, right? Microsoft is not a tiny company. And in the grand scheme of things, it was about 9,000 people, and not even all of those 9,000 actually belong to Xbox, right? But this is your chief in command at Xbox sending you this email saying, "Hey guys, we're doing so good. We're doing so great. Everything is profitable. We're making money. I can't afford to pay you anymore. So get out." Like
Yep.
We've never been more successful. Goodbye. What?
I just
What?
I don't know,
Insane.
man. I don't know. I don't, and for anybody who defends this piece of garbage anymore, like I know there are the keyboard warriors who would always defend whether it be Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft, whatever it may be, right? I'm sometimes I'm one of the ones for Sony and things like that, but uh, you
Sometimes.
know, yeah, sometimes I wouldn't say all the
The
time, but sometimes,
keyboard
yeah.
warrior.
Um, but you know, if you decide you want to defend this atrocious piece of garbage,
Fucking.
I don't know what you stand for
I
now, man. I
deem.
don't
I
know.
deem Phil as Lord Farquaad.
I would say so. I would
Some of
say
you may
pretty much.
die, but that's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah. Pretty
fucking
spot on.
Lord Farquaad is in charge of Xbox. I like Phil. I maintain before this that I liked Phil. He's great about game preservation. I don't
Yeah,
care for the idea of Game Pass because I just don't care for subscriptions as a model for consumers and
we'll talk
protections. It
about
kind
that
of
too.
goes
We'll
against
talk
each
about
other,
that
but
too.
whatever. We'll get there.
Yeah,
But like this fucking statement is so shit.
such a
The entire thing is
bag,
shit.
shit bag statement.
It is so shit. Like just be like, "Hey, sorry guys, we fucked up and you have to go so we can be stronger in the future." and we'll reach out to people. We'll try to set them up. That's all you got to say. You don't have. It doesn't have to be this long fucking winded statement about, hey guys, we're doing better than ever. This is for the shareholders. Everyone who made this company successful, we owe it all to you. Except we don't owe you money. We don't owe you health care. We don't owe you a promise. We don't owe you nothing. Get the fuck out. Like, get it? What?
Yeah.
His email
Crazy.
does state that, oh, HR partners are going to be reaching out to talk about severances and things like that. But I'll tell you what, right? As somebody who's witnessed this in a corporate company here, um, the severances go pretty public when people receive them. That people are not afraid to talk about what severance they got and how long it's been because there's no NDA on those, right? Um, I don't know that I've been keeping up with Reddit like pretty heavily since that day about this stuff. I have not seen one single person come out and say, "Hey, this is the severance that Microsoft offered me, um, based on the position, the seniority, the job that I had, whatever it may be." Right? Um, I haven't seen anybody come out about that. So it leads me to feel two things, right? One, it could be maybe it's a process. Maybe they did have to sign an NDA for whatever a reason. Microsoft doesn't want to disclose that information, or two, Microsoft is really being absolute pieces of garbage with this, and they're really not going to give a lot of these people severances unless maybe there were certain titles, certain positions, certain middle management, whatever it may be, whatever it is, right? It's an awful thing. It's I've seen it happen to a mentor of mine that at the company I currently work at. Dude gave his blood, sweat, and tears to the company, and his position was eliminated. And I mean, they gave him a severance for a decent chunk of money, and he was on payroll for maybe like 8 months, and healthcare was for 8 months. Um, his spouse still works at T-Mobile, but um, the I've seen it happen, and it's not a it's an awful thing to see. It doesn't matter what position you're holding in the company, but when a message comes across to you like this, it's like maybe take that as a blessing more than like a bad thing that's happened to you because clearly you work for a place that has no value for its people at all. The other people who have their jobs still at Xbox, let's kind of just stick to Xbox because I'm kind of referring just to Phil Spencer and his email, right? For the people who still have their job there, I'd be questioning what my future at this company looks like. I'd be question if I'm not one of the board of directors or above a senior manager or whatever they call it, a senior level, like I would be either looking for a new job, wondering what my future is going to be like, or praying to God that you know I am able to get something out of this place and not have to work in this crap hole again. Um, I don't care the $1 trillion. I don't care that they pay people a lot of money, whatever it is, man. That is no way to tell people that you're losing your job effective today. And some people didn't even find out from the email. Some people found out because their Slacks just didn't work anymore. And it's crazy that Microsoft doesn't even use Teams; they use Slack. Um, but some people didn't even find out until Slack was deactivated, in which they couldn't even get that email. They heard from their colleagues like, "Oh, you're part of XYZ team. Yeah, you're out, man. You're cut. So am I." Like it's just what happened. Um, and then we kind of moved to how those layoffs had proceeded one after the other, right? So we get the email out. It's been sent out to the first few teams that have been affected. At this point, the West Coast is still technically waking up at this point. More and more people are coming into the office and they're finding out like meetings are being planned and studios are being called and things, things of this nature are happening. So then the rumor starts floating around that according to VG 24/7 RPG site, uh, Perfect Dark is being canceled. Right? Rumor at that point has not been confirmed yet. ZeniMax then confirms that employees from there have been terminated. The uh, the MMORPG that they've been working on has been canned. I think this was the one that apparently Phil Spencer had played a lot of and really loved, but according to how the internet's been describing this, it was too far off in development, so they scrapped it. Um, and then we get the confirmation that Sledgehammer and Treyarch and all the Xbox studio, the Call of Duty studios under Xbox have also faced layoffs. I mean, you got to think of this like the Call of Duty games are, if not one of the most successful franchises, right, probably right next to like Rockstar and GTA 6 for the revenue they draw in every single year with their yearly releases and people constantly going out to buy them, the battle passes, the skins, the microtransactions, whatever they have, right? But even they're going in and laying people off. Like that is just alarming. That is absolutely crazy alarming. It's not. I wouldn't say the word surprising because again, at this point, Microsoft. I don't. I think Adam said it to me last week or sometime this past week. They every company, every acquisition they've made, they have not been successful with. Same with new IPs and all of that. Like they don't know how to do this. They don't
No,
know
I
how
said
to
that they
acquire,
don't know how to make studios. That's why they have
make
to
studios.
acquire them. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
can't
Okay.
create because I said that about the initiative, the Perfect Dark Studio, because
Yeah.
they've literally proven that they cannot create a studio from the ground up. It's just not something they can do. So they have
Nope.
to acquire studios, and a lot of the time that doesn't go well either.
No, they acquired them and they're still getting these cancel things. Um, I believe Crystal Dynamics was also not Crystal Dynamics. Yeah, it is actually Crystal Dynamics. So they bought Crystal Dynamics, but then Tencent owns Eidos. Is that how that split went?
Don't remember.
I'm pretty sure that's how it went. I'll look it up later. I think they went under what do you call it, layoffs as well. Um, and then they Turn 10 lost 50% of its staff because Forza Motorsport is now no longer a thing, and that's the remaining staff will be on Forza Horizon, and whoever was left from the motorsport staff will be converted to support for Forza Horizon because they're sunsetting motorsport, and that's no longer going to be a thing. And then we get uh, the final big news of that day, or if I'm missing any, please correct me. But the final big news of that day is the initiative being closed, then Perfect Dark being canceled, and then the big reveal that the footage we saw last year of Perfect Dark was pretty fake, where it was playable as long as you went through every single sequence the way it was meant to be played, and nothing else. And there was nothing more of that game that was available, apparently, from Xbox. A game that was shown last year, remember, in the conference that they specifically said every game shown today will be released in 12 to 15 months. And man, what a what a joke. What a joke Microsoft. Well, what a joke Xbox is in general, man. Um, I I don't know. I was sitting there with one of my colleagues at the store, and she and I were talking about just everything going down as it was going down live, like minute by minute, right? And you think about it, and you're like, how does this company? How do you trust something like this? I mean, you don't really trust corporations nowadays because corporations are only out for themselves and the shareholders and this and that, right? But like, how do you garner any trust in a product that you want to sell to consumers when this is the type of layoffs and cancellations and promises you're making to them, not even just about a year ago at this point, that hey, trust us, we're gonna get what you want. You know, we know what you want. We're making Xbox great again, and we're gonna get what you need. And never mind, people. Never mind. It was too much. We couldn't do it. We're giving up. That was the one of the quotes that was I read online as well. That a lot of the mentality of this whole layoffs was we give up. Throw our hands up in the air and we give up. We can't do anything about it. Um, absolutely awful. Absolutely despicable by Xbox to do all this. Um, Gentlemen, I want to hear from the panel. What are our thoughts on this? What are our thoughts on everything that kind of went down last Wednesday. And if I missed anything, please correct me because I'm kind of just going back on the threads that I posted on there, the 25 billion things I posted.
Anybody got anything? Anybody want to say anything? I feel like Genesis and I have talked.
I don't know. I mean, this is Microsoft. They
This
suck.
is Microsoft.
And I hope to hell that Xbox just ceases to exist so we don't have to go through all this ever again. For some reason, they think that the Asus ROG Ally that they made specifically for Xbox is completely existing hardware already, but they're gonna brand it as Xbox and they're gonna be like, hey, handhelds work for Nintendo. Let's just make a handheld and we automatically win. And it's gonna fucking tank, and we're gonna experience this same thing within a year. And there you go. Like, they want this magical formula that just makes them money for no effort at all. At least that's how I see it from the outside looking in. And their management has no fucking clue what the hell they're doing. None of them.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think I agree with that. Management has no idea what's going on. Like they they're banking so much on Game Pass, which there's another thing I think I posted in the chat, and I could scroll through it and find it now. But
It's
somebody
not
had
even
made a
just
comment
Game
about
Pass. They're like, oh, let's just buy this company that makes a ton of money, and we'll just ad hoc, we'll make money. Or I don't even know if I'm using that term right, but whatever. Like, they're just trying to constantly take the easy way into more money, and that is just not how it's going to work. It's the
and
definition of insanity.
yeah,
We're watching the definition of insanity play out.
oh yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um, the only one I left out was the Romero games
Thank
being
God they're
cut as
finding,
well.
yeah, they're getting people that are like, yo, we'll fund you.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's the creator of Doom, correct? That's
Yes,
who that was. Yeah.
one of them,
Um,
yes.
one of them. Um,
He has his own company now. Yeah, I didn't know that.
yeah.
Wow, very
Uh,
nice.
the the thing about it is that they're banking all this on this. You can play anywhere, anytime, any space. And Kevin had posted this up in the chat, and I kind of responded to you when you posted this up of like, um, you know, Game Pass is going to lose steam, or Game Pass is not going to do as well because they don't have these first party games. And this was the whole like premise behind Game Pass of like, oh, you can play all these Xbox games on one thing. I might be skewing your words, and I apologize if I am,
No,
but
no, no, you're good.
um, Game Pass is now evolved into this. We just want to have you play games anywhere, and they're going to still get these contracts with the lower end AA and some AAA, not all of them, but some. I can see Microsoft pouring in more money into getting more AAA contracts in Game Pass now from third-party developers and stuff like that. I they're gonna do whatever they can to make this profitable. Which I think there was another report that basically came out and was like Game Pass is not as profitable as people thought, and might be that might be a an addition of a reason as to why the layoffs are happening because they need to make Game Pass more profitable. You're you're buying into this system that is not sustainable unless you're constantly pumping out AAA games that people actively want to play on a consistent basis on this service, right? Um, and technically, yes, you can play it on a phone, you can play it on a TV, you can play it on a ROG Ally, you can play it on a tablet, on I mean, I don't know where you can't play this at this point now. I know you can't play it on a PlayStation or a Switch yet, but um, they're putting all their eggs into one basket with like, hey, we believe that Game Pass is the future. We believe this is gonna be it. You play anywhere. This is what people want. I I just I don't understand. how that's going to be a sustainable model if even as a publisher they can't even put out games because again you're canceling these games that people did want. There when Perfect Dark got announced, I mean the internet was like, oh shit, look, Perfect Dark got announced, and um, you have people who want to play Xbox titles, and that yes, that population is diminishing because Xbox cannot produce these titles that they want to play. So what are they going to have to do? They're going to have to go and look for AAA publishers to be able to sign contracts. So to be like, hey, put your game on Game Pass and we'll cut you a check for whatever it is, you know. Um, but even that, even that's not going to sustain itself for long because you have AAA games that are not doing as well anymore unless you're GTA 6, unless you're Call of Duty, unless you're Fortnite, unless you're uh, fucking whatever other games are out now, Marvel Rivals and um, other AAA titles or anything like that. I don't understand where management thinks that this is all going to work. Kevin is completely correct that they don't know what the hell's going on. They don't know what's happening. They don't know what's right from wrong. They just think that whatever this is correct that they're going for, and they're going to
Then
keep.
there's Steam. Then there's
Yeah,
Valve and Steam.
yeah.
They're just like, we'll just take commission on everything that sells.
Which I don't know if that formula would work for Xbox. Um,
It's working fucking great for Valve.
yeah,
I don't know how true or not it was, but the figure is 3.5 million per employee of profit.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know how long Xbox will survive uh, as a entity. There's another
I
rumor that
hope
it
it's
might
not
get
long.
rebranded to Microsoft Gaming as well and drop the whole Xbox moniker.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Um,
It totally worked out with Windows years ago.
uh, I mean, listen, maybe it's better that way for them. Maybe they just kind of let go of the whole Xbox name because that name has been so sullied since the Xbox 360. Like, it's been so. You remember the people remember the glory days of the 360, and they're like, dude, how did we go from that to this? I know times change. I know things
Honestly,
change.
it's quite understandable how they went from that to this.
I
Like,
mean, I get we have to move forward with the times, right? We have to adopt new strategies. Digital became a thing, and physical media is going away, and um, games cost more to make, and I understand all that. But
I,
it just feels like they have no strategy in terms of what they've been trying to do since the
I
Xbox
mean,
One.
they also 2013 when they were like, "Hey, everything's locked and you got to be always online,"
Yeah,
and everybody left them and abandoned their old libraries, and they were like, "Oh shit." And Phil Spencer, he said in that one interview a while ago where he's like, "People, we're not ever going to win the console war. It's over. We lost." But because people just want their libraries, and their libraries are now on PlayStation. So I get what they're doing. I just don't know if that path to success will actually lead them to success.
I don't think it will. I don't know. Subscription-based models just we live in an era with a lot of them now, and I understand that.
Yeah, but I will
But
say, as someone who's not, I don't own an Xbox, the ROG Ally is very interesting to me. But
mhm.
if I delete the idea of a price from it, I know it's going to be very niche in regards to price because it's probably going to cost a lot. But like, it's literally a handheld PC. But you're also not playing the games natively, but they are on there, and you can stream from it. But it also has Steam and stuff, which is cool. Like the idea, we're getting there. We're getting to that place, which is cool. But it makes me even more tempted to be like, okay, what is Steam going to release next? What is that? The next Steam Deck. What is that? I'm more curious about what the next Steam Deck is because they now know what Microsoft's doing, and it's like, oh, this is how we compete. Boom, put this shit out. Like, That's Microsoft. Anytime they do something, it's never like, oh my god, I'm so curious what they're doing. I'm so curious how other people are going to react. Not because I'm not on Microsoft, I'm not, but how's Sony going to react to this? I hope Sony just doesn't go, okay, they're doing dumb shit, like, let's just continue with what we're doing. And no, fucking double down, baby. Get this shit out there. Yeah, put Helldivers 2 on Xbox. Fuck yes. Put your multiplayer games on other things. Like, let's go. Are you kidding me? That was long overdue. But it's just, I can't wait to see what Steam does. I can't wait.
It's gonna be the PS4 all over again.
Also, I know it's Valve. I just call them Steam. Move on. Just want everybody to know that.
I mean, they're basically one and the same.
Yeah, I know. You know how sometimes you know how the internet can be. Nobody's watching right now, but if somebody did, they'd be like, "Hey, it's called Valve actually, and Steam's just the fucking thing." It's like, I don't care.
The fucking thing.
Like
I don't
nobody
know.
cares.
I don't think Steam is gonna do anything. I don't think they need to.
I don't think
Point and laugh.
they will do it. Now, the Steam Deck has been quite successful for them as far as we know.
Mhm.
They will follow that up. The Steam Deck will improve, and I can't
They
wait
already
to
are.
see.
Aren't they?
Well, they've already put out like iterations, but I want to see how it evolves into the next. Like, it has to evolve. You know?
I guess.
Because it has come out, what, a couple years ago now?
Yeah, but I think they put out like a refresh of it, like better screen and
The
stuff.
OLED one.
Yeah, and I feel like Valve will eventually be like, okay, it's even more powerful. It could do even more things, and you can get not only Steam games on here, but maybe something else.
I guess there hasn't really been an official statement, but I thought I remembered them saying that they designed the Steam Deck to be updatable and upgradable until a significant leap in technology, and then they would think about making another one.
Maybe they did, but has there been a significant leap in technology? I don't know.
Not yet.
Well, that's really however you want to look at it, because in today's day and age, tech is fucking wild.
Tech changes constantly.
Yeah.
They're already talking about the PS6, but the shit they already announced is probably outdated. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It just changes all the time. Everything is getting bigger but smaller, and then artificially bigger, even though it's smaller on the inside. It's like, what the fuck's happening? But also, I had a controversial opinion. I don't even know if it's that controversial. It's controversial to the internet, and the reactions. I understand why Perfect Dark was canceled, and I'm glad they canceled it. It sucks that they canceled it. It sucks they did that. But if this was Sony, I'd be like, good. I'm glad it's over. Like, we don't have to fake around anymore. Just cancel it. It's not coming out. You tried. It didn't go well. Goodbye. Like, it sucks those people lost their jobs, and it sucks they advertised it as much as they did. But like, this is kind of like the multiplayer for Last of Us Part 2. Like, just literally just
Yeah.
kill it. Either produce it or kill it. And instead of dragging us along, they were like, fine, we're killing it. But they killed it in such a shitty way. It's like, okay, they showed it. That's a little much. Like, what the fuck? Like, they
Yeah, we
had to
didn't
know
see
back
The Last
then
of Us
that
multiplayer, like we saw
we got concept art.
Yeah, that's it. We didn't actually see a trailer.
We didn't get a
didn't see
slice.
promise. The promise is what kills me. The promise of, hey, everything you see in this showcase will be released in the
So
next 12
I
to 15 months.
think Perfect Dark was shown before they made that announcement. Everything you see now will be in the next blah 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 blah. I think that's what their little getaway on that showcase was for that. Because I remember us having an argument about it last time too. I don't remember. I might be misremembering that, but
I can-
either way, it
I can
sucks
figure
to
it
show
out.
it off to be like, hey, this is not coming out. But at the same time, I was telling Genesis, like, God of War 2018, when they showed off the demo for that at E3, the game didn't work. They literally just had that slice. And a lot of the times when they show off a game, a company shows off a game, most of the time the game does not work. And this slice is just supposed to represent what the finished product is supposed to be. That's why a lot of the times the finished product doesn't look exactly like the actual game. And it's like, I understand that. So like when the fake things came out, it's like, sure, yeah, it's fake, whatever. But it's not as fake as everyone originally thought. It was all like in-game assets and shit that they used. But it's like, I get why they canceled it. And I'm glad that they were like to these other ones, like, hey, Everwild canceled. Like, I hate that they're canceling things, but at the same time, Everwild has been in development for 8-9 years. It's been so long,
Oh
and
yeah,
that was
Everwild
always
was
popping up
canceled.
everywhere. And it's like, no, it's done. Like, you're settling people, but like, this is not the way to do that. And there's no way you didn't see this coming, that you couldn't move these people to like a different team. You couldn't stop this a while ago and go, hey, like, this is clearly not working out. We gotta bring people on here, or we gotta shift focus, or make it a smaller experience. No, they were like, it's getting bigger and bigger, and now we can cancel it. And instead of us getting in trouble because even though we made all the plans, now the people who work for us have to go, not us. We fucked up. They didn't, but they have to go. Thank you for your service. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Like, it's dumb. It's so
Where that
dumb.
firing of executives? We need that.
Like that stupid goose meme that I shared. It's like the same meme every time one of these happen. It's like, we're firing people, we're laying off people because of, we're closing, what is it? Game publisher CEO. We're closing the studio and laying everyone off because the last game was over budget and did not meet expectations. Whose job was it to set the budget and expectations? And then the geese chasing the CEO. Whose fucking job was it to set the expectations? It's like, yeah,
Not the studio.
it's the
Not
fucking
the people
person who
working on the
laying
game.
everybody off. Yeah, it makes no sense.
Why
That's
doesn't
just how
Phil
it is.
Spencer just fucking retire? Just fucking leave, dude. I think he's had his fair shot.
I mostly agree that he's had his shot,
Right?
but I also feel, I hate to say this in defense of Phil Spencer, I also feel like it is not just Phil Spencer
Oh,
that
it's
is
not just
making
him.
these decisions.
It's the
and
collective executive little fucking circle
I-
jerk they have going on.
I think I would say, again, Phil Spencer not doing a great job. I would say it's more Microsoft than Xbox, which is crazy that I have to even say that, but it's also probably the truest thing I've said today, because I mean, Microsoft's just, that's who Kevin hates. Microsoft. Xbox is just created by Microsoft, so they just catch all the blows.
Yeah, Microsoft is going to be the one making those final funding decisions and um you know deadline decisions and cancellation decisions. Like everything's going to be run through them, right? Because they're the ones who are actually
Yeah,
funding Xbox.
yeah, and
Like
it's probably
it's
expectations that they created.
yeah,
And Xbox,
expectations,
if
everything.
Xbox was its own company, I think Xbox would be doing just fine right now.
Probably.
I don't think. I mean, I think
Probably
layoffs
would.
could have still happened. I just don't think they would have been like as crazy and as widespread as this was. Like, I understand why they stopped support for, or why they cut the studio in half for Forza Motorsports. Forza Motorsport does not sell as well as Forza Horizon. The newest one, I think, did. They didn't even announce numbers for it, but then Horizon, they talk about all the time having 30 million players, or 40 million, or 100 million unique players have touched the game. Motorsport doesn't get that, so why
Because it's the
even
more
bother?
niche. It's the
Yeah,
more
it's,
niche part of the
and there's a bunch
franchise.
of sim racers out there right now. Gran Turismo still fucking crushing it as a Sony live service game. Like, Assetto Corsa is fucking huge, and there's a billion others. And it's easier and easier for like competitors of that genre to pop up, and they're constantly updated over and over. So Microsoft would have to have two racing games created by the two different studios, but then Horizon has like the bigger open world. It has all these people in it. It's more fun. It has more like corporation collaboration shit. And meanwhile, Motorsport, like 10 million people play it, which is hugely successful. But at the same time, if it ain't doing the 50 million people, then what the fuck does it matter? Take those people off of Motorsport, have them create the engines and shit, have all the car physics work with them. Like, they created all that shit. Just give it to the Forza Horizon people to make a game that actually sells. Like, I understand why they did that. I don't like it, but I get it.
But so cutting that studio, wouldn't that just make Motorsport do like even worse?
Motorsport's dead.
Does?
There's probably not going to be another Forza Motorsport.
Oh.
They are probably just hey, you figure out how to make the cars work the best they possibly can. They're probably just a support studio I think they are just a support studio for the Horizon people. So, like, yeah. Like, I get it. Hey, you gotta trim shit. At the same time, didn't seem like he actually really had to trim shit. That's what's annoying about this.
Yeah.
They didn't have to trim anything. I mean,
No.
they could have kept making it. They have so much money in the bank. They could have done what they had to do. But hey,
Yeah.
profit
And then,
margins
and then people got even more upset when they were like, hey, like AI, and it's like AI replacing workers. And then literally a day after announcing the 9,000 people losing their jobs, they were like, hey, come to this AI conference to show how AI can help you in developing your games. And also some of their executives were posting on LinkedIn being like, hey, use AI to help you find a new job. And people were like, what tone deaf pieces of shit? Like, get out of here. But AI, it's inevitable.
Other question is, like, Perfect Dark, the way that game got canceled and there wasn't enough to show and all that. Why hasn't State of Decay 3 or Fable? Those two have not gotten canceled, and those two were also revealed around the same time as Perfect Dark.
See, now this was what sucks. As the biggest Xbox defender on this podcast, unfortunately so for me, because I just lean positive for some reason. I got a disease. I don't know. I'll figure it out one day. But like, what sucks is absolutely. I hate saying Kevin's right about that. I like saying Kevin's right in general. I just want to throw that out there, not to be a dick. But like, for me to say Kevin's right, like, yeah, like, not yet, like, there is always going to be that lingering possibility that anything that comes out of Xbox will not come out of Xbox. It's just a lie.
Yeah,
like,
this is the thing. Like, if you're gonna sit there and you're gonna continue to be like, no, we got this subscription-based gaming, game anywhere, blah blah blah. With what? What? And it's going to destroy them because they keep doing this shit over and over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
and
multiple times a year.
It's literally the Sony live service issues, but throughout the whole fucking company for every game.
Yeah.
Like, anytime we see a Sony live service, we go, oh, Fair Game's dead. Yeah. Yeah, and Sony's like, hey, they got rid of Jim, and they were like, ooh, we're good. But, but it's like after Marathon, it's like, okay, that's going to disappear for a while. Is it going to come back? Most people don't know. No. Is Fair Games ever going to come out? Most people don't know. Like,
Bungie's dead. Fair Games is dead.
Bungie's not dead. I disagree with that, but that's not 100%. Right now.
Edge of Fate or whatever the fuck for Destiny drops. Everybody shits on it. Bungie's dead. GG. Game over.
See. But it's just like.
but you know what is coming out? Ghost of Yotei is going to come out. You know what else?
Oh, hell yeah!
Whatever the next God of War sequel is. You know what else is coming out? Next Horizon game. You know
that's the thing. Like,
Spider-Man game. It's like we know those will, and Sony's.
It's inevitable.
Exactly. Yeah, we know exactly. Now, is it inevitable? That's inevitable. What is inevitable?
That these flagship Sony products are coming out again.
So now
Or-
I would like to
or-
argue that
Okay.
not every franchise of Sony's is inevitable.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. he's
Is
talking
there
about,
another Last of Us
like,
coming?
Infamous.
The rumor was that there wasn't. Now there is, but it's like all over the place. Even though they just fucking updated Last of Us Part 2, crazy, wild. You can now play it chronologically. Nuts.
Chronologically, what the hell do
Yeah,
you mean?
you could boot up your version of The Last of Us Part 2, and you could play it simultaneously as Ellie's Day 1, Abby's Day 1, Ellie's Day 2, Abby's Day 2. Like, they put it in order. You could
Huh.
they
What the
they
fuck?
switched it up so you could do that
That's
now
cool.
instead of it being like
Here's the
all at
thing.
once. It is fucking. It's like, what are they doing? Stop updating the game. I mean, thank you, I guess, but also you put out like 19 versions of it. You could. I'm surprised you didn't make this exclusive to one of them, but okay. But like,
Hey. Just saying.
wait, don't give them
alright?
ideas. Don't give them ideas. You're right.
No. There's that. But also, would you that, or would you rather Bethesda Skyrim? You know? Okay.
Didn't like Skyrim, so no.
soon
But-
coming to a refrigerator near you.
But my thing, I
May
think what
already be.
you're not wrong. But my thing about like Sony's inevitable, I don't think franchises are inevitable. And I don't think certain game franchises are inevitable. I think like a game from Sony that will be the Sony type of game, that's inevitable. A God of War, I don't think that's inevitable. I think there will be another God of War, but I think it's going to be vastly different. There's that rumor of the 2D side scroller. Like, I don't think we're getting another God of War like over the shoulder. I would love that. Like, I know Horizon will eventually come. This time I'm talking about the Sony Horizon game and not the Forza. But I know Horizon 3, for the love of God, please be on PlayStation 5. For the love of God, please. I think about that every day. But I know that's coming. I know it's coming eventually. Like, that's inevitable. But like, there's
Why do
certain
you need
games.
to be on PS5?
What?
Why do you need to be on PS? Oh, you want it sooner? That's what you mean.
Because the other one wasn't exclusive to PS5. We haven't gotten the full potential of a
Oh, I
PS5
see.
Pro Horizon game. Also, they, in coordination with Hideo Kojima, created the Decima engine. So do you know what that fucking game's going to look like?
It's gonna look just as good as Death Stranding 2 does.
It's going to look better because it's going to come out later, baby. And it's going to be Horizon. Are you kidding me? I close my eyes and I dream. And one day I will open my eyes and my dream will be reality. What a poetic. But like, I agree that like, yes, Sony will put out something that will make people want to play on their console. That's inevitable. Xbox will not. 50-50. But also, Xbox will put out something that I might want to play on my PlayStation console. And that's all that matters to me at this point.
Yeah,
So?
I know. Yeah, Starfield or Gears of War.
The
or...
fuck? Where is Starfield?
Nobody wants that game. Come on.
Kevin, I can't tell you how bad I want that game, even though I know I'm going to be in the worst fucking mood after I play it. I know I'm going to be so pissed. I'm going to be like, guys, I put 98 hours into that game. I hate it.
Yep.
Absolutely despise everything about it.
But I enslaved the entire population of a planet, and I'm now the new dictator of that planet.
Honestly, the new game plus of that game just sounds like it's worth it.
Mm.
So, I just, I'm going to hate it, though. But I'm going to love it. Give me a new Fallout. Where the fuck's that?
There's a
Yeah.
rumor. There's rumor that they're working
Where's
on a
New
new
Vegas
Fallout
remake? What the hell?
and Fallout 3 remaster.
Don't even
and-
give me a remake. Just give me a remaster. You know what I mean? Just fucking make it a little bit prettier and let it be
Yeah.
runnable on a console that I own.
Exactly.
I don't need much. Hey, you know what? Actually, remake that shit. It's old as shit. Fuck that. I changed my
need
mind.
a lot. I need a lot from Bethesda. I need new games.
You just got one. Be happy.
Yeah, I know. I'm not happy enough. I need more.
Also, I love how you're like, yeah, Microsoft can't make a game, and then fucking Doom 2, 3, dude. You fucking been playing Doom.
You mean Doom in the Dark Ages?
That's the
Doom
third
3,
one.
We don't talk about.
Doom: The
No.
Dark Ages is a third one of the new Dooms. Doom 3.
Okay.
Get
Don't call
fucked.
it Doom 3. No,
I'm
don't call
calling
it
it Doom 3.
Mm-mm.
Calling it Doom 3.
Okay.
Doom. What
Okay.
about Doom the Third? Can we agree on Doom the Third?
I'm okay with that.
Okay, Doom the Third. Thank you. I'm glad we could come up with an agreement here. So Doom the Third. You've been playing Doom the Third. You like that? Like Microsoft put that out. That's part of Microsoft. Did they start that
Okay.
game before Microsoft acquired them? Probably.
They did, yeah.
They probably did.
Yeah, 100%, guaranteed.
Oh,
That's how
wait.
Microsoft, yeah.
Wait. Maybe not. But either way,
Maybe.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but they do put out games.
Everybody that Microsoft has gone in and purchased, I don't count as being part of Microsoft.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so what studios do you not think will put out a game? So you don't think like the Halo studio? I think they're just called Halo Studios. God, what a
It's
terrible
like
prediction I had for them.
343 Industries or some shit. I don't know.
No, they
keep changing
changed.
their
They're
name.
literally called
They changed
Halo
their name again?
Studios.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
you remember my prediction? The Halo studio will do something different. Their
Yeah.
name is now Halo Studios. So my
I mean,
prediction
they
was
really,
so fucking stupid.
They really should do another Halo Infinite or Halo whatever the fuck. Are they going to? Probably not.
They will. Well, there's rumors that they're doing another Halo thing, that it's going to be announced in the fall or some shit. I don't know, but Halo. What are you
But
gonna do?
I guess since Microsoft's probably purchased a lot of like studios, but like actually been like, hey, we're setting this up or whatever. Like I don't count Bethesda, I don't count Activision Blizzard as Microsoft. They are Bethesda and Activision Blizzard. They might be under that umbrella. I'm not giving Microsoft credit for anything they release.
Got
I'm
it.
just not.
Got it.
There's no point in it. But if like Microsoft were to start like shutting shit down, I'm gonna be like, you pieces of shit, you buy these people, and then you're like, no, get out. Like you bought them because you thought you would be successful off of them, and then you're like, oh shit, guys, we're not successful enough. Like,
Little did you know that they can use those companies to make games, sell those games, enhance Game Pass, then close the studios, and the profits go up.
yeah, like fucking what you call it, that game that won whatever the hell awards it won.
Oh, Hi-Fi Rush,
Thank you.
or how their stock jumped after they announced the layoffs.
Yep.
Wow, what a surprise.
Yeah, right? You kidding me?
What
Grab that
a
bag, King. Grab that bag.
Fucking surprise.
Kel Surprise. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Shareholders make no sense to me either. I'm like, what, or not
It makes
shareholders.
sense.
Investors, I mean, sorry.
They make sense. You kidding me?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, they make
Hey,
dollars, they make all
the
kinds of
company that you have some investment in, they just let a bunch of people go. Buy it, because they have less expenses. Boom,
Bless
done.
you.
Bless.
Dang.
I get it. It's profitable when people lose.
It's crazy.
It's a good time to buy. Good time to buy.
Crazy to me.
I own Microsoft stock. I'm not gonna lie. Not enough to be a voting member of the board. But like,
How much do I have to be a voting member of the board?
one.
No.
No, it's one. Look it up. One.
One?
Yeah, one.
So you're telling me you don't own one share of Microsoft? You own less than.
Why would I own more of them? I don't like that. It's not Sony. I got my Sony shares. Make me money
Yeah,
every
so
day,
do I.
baby. Let's go.
So do I.
I got my Sony and Nintendo.
I'll never own Nintendo.
Why not?
I don't like them.
They're a bullshit company.
They're always successful.
Yeah, just as a stock, I don't like them. It's just not my type of industry.
No, they're
Or
bullshit
not industry.
companies.
It's just not my type of stock to invest in.
Mhm.
Like I know a lot of people like Nvidia. Not my type of thing. Not for me. A lot of
Oh,
tech
our
companies.
government does.
Well, yeah, but a lot of tech companies are just volatile all over the place, and they can go one way or the other. So it's like, when's a good time to invest? The answer for that is always now. But for Nvidia, always a year ago or 2 years ago, and maybe tomorrow. It's all over
Wouldn't
the
Sony
place.
be considered a tech company too?
I like
in some
Sony, though.
capacity?
That is the difference.
Okay.
I buy what I like
That's fair.
and what I understand.
Yeah.
Energy companies, I'm all about them. My NGL will make me a millionaire, if not close. If it keeps going the way it keeps going, you know what I mean? But like, I invest like a 56-year-old. Like, yes, good. Mutual funds, thank you.
Yes.
And then a couple little fun things.
All right. We beat this topic to death, I think. We have any final words on this shit?
Oh, yes, harder.
Those are good final words.
Tastes good.
I got final words. Fuck you.
Go for it. Yes.
Was that to Genesis or to Microsoft or
No, to
just in
Microsoft.
general? Oh,
Final
okay.
words.
Eat
Hey,
shit and
I got
die.
final words. Hey, good luck. Good luck, big guy. I'm rooting for you.
All right, when we
Is that
drive
to
his
me or
house
to
and kill him.
You know what?
We'll never
Microsoft.
know.
No, it's Microsoft. You think I'm calling you big guy? Ain't nothing big about you, pal. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we've all seen it.
We've all been talking to you, and all of a sudden it just slaps us right in the face.
What I tell you about talking to me, huh? What I tell you?
Ah!
Slap shit right in the face.
Eddie, no!
Yeah, he doesn't use a belt. He uses something else, you know?
Mm-hmm. I don't have to use a belt.
Do you think he's
With the
doing
right
that
arm.
thing? You know how where you take a belt and you like fold it on itself, and then you go whoosh?
Yeah.
You think he's doing that with his?
Yeah.
Like you think? How does he pull it and then it go whoosh? Or like, or is it like nunchucks, where it's like it's in the middle and then the balls are on the end or something, or like it's it and it's all sack? Like visually, I'm trying to represent this, and my brain just cannot figure out
So glad you
where
couldn't
it
trying to
starts
represent
and where it ends. You know what I mean?
Nunchucks. Oh my god.
Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox.
Fuck it.
I touched on that briefly. I know Kevin's super excited about it.
Oh man.
Because he's just so excited for the new War Bonds to come out.
Oh.
And you think they're gonna do Xbox crossover games with it? Remember how well that worked out with Killzone? Good times.
Oh, they definitely will. Are you kidding me?
No, they won't.
Yeah, they will.
No, they won't do those anymore. They said. I thought.
Yeah.
All right.
They also said they would, fix up the game, stop releasing war bonds all the time.
And Kevin, they did skip a month. Let's remember that. They did do that. They fixed up the game and had a couple big patches. And a lot of the fixes did fix the issues we had. They introduced some new ones. They never said they wouldn't. I maintain that Arrowhead has kept every promise, whether it be very late or not a very strong promise.
I mean, yeah, you can do that.
So
hate 'em.
they were like, hey, let's
Nothing but
release this
sellouts.
cape, and then they were like, okay, I hate the term sellout. I've never liked that term.
Well,
Only because anytime it's used, it's like, hey, like it's used a lot for bands. It's like, oh, this band's a sellout. What the fuck else are they supposed to do with their
well,
band?
yeah, that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, like what do you mean? Anybody, any band that's like, hey, like I remember Linkin Park, like, oh, they used to be cool, but now they like do like music for the Transformers movies. Yeah, guess what pays their fucking bills? Also, a lot of those
Not
songs
you
slap.
guys.
A lot of those songs slap. And people
Yep,
didn't appreciate them till years later after the tragic loss of Chester. The new singer's fine, whatever, don't care, but like, I just if you don't like some of their stuff, move on, you know what I mean?
Sickos.
So I hate the term sellout. But what do you mean by that,
Right.
Kevin? I'm just curious.
I don't know. I'm probably not using the term right, but they're in it for right now is money off of microtransactions, and that's it.
Kevin, can you name one video game company that's designing a game that's not in it for money?
Okay. Path of Exile.
They're not in
Uh,
it for money?
no, it's there. They get money from them. That's not their focus.
Wouldn't their focus be making a good game so then people would buy the things for money?
Yeah,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because they focus on the money
they focus
part,
on the
they're not
content in the game.
focusing on the game. Yeah, got it,
Yeah,
got it, got it.
yeah.
I think you
Literally,
are correct.
Arrowhead's patches are here's a war bond, here's a war bond, here's a war bond, and like the patch notes are with it. It's not here. Look, we're improving the game. We're doing all this shit like in between seasons and all this crap. And then here you can now support us more. That's how Path of Exile does it. Every season is like here's some supporter packs. They come with cool skins and premium currency. If you want them, give us money.
I see.
It's the best way you can handle it. Oh my god,
I don't
so
know if
good.
sellout is the correct term, but I cannot think of a better one, so I'm going to say
See,
you're
that's what I'm
correct.
saying. Like,
Yeah, I'm going to
but
say you're
like
correct.
that's my main problem with them is that every single patch comes with a fucking Warbot announcement.
You know
It's
what?
like,
You're
oh my
absolutely
God.
not incorrect. But I will say that a lot of their war bonds are not needed
They're
because
not.
it gives you the same gun,
Yeah,
a worse thing, and everything else is in the base game. So who cares? So they're bonuses.
but
It's
there's
just
no
something to
content. It's the
advertise.
same shit.
Yeah, it's bonus shit. If you want to support us, get it.
No, like it is the game has not really changed all that much. There was all this hype about, oh man, we're gonna fight in the cities of Super Earth. Yeah, you want to know how that actually translates into gameplay? You can't use half the fucking shit that you have in the game because it hits a fucking building.
I do like the cities way more than I like the fucking city town maps, the fucking shitty ass things. I like the super
That's
cities way
also
more.
fair. That is
Um,
fair. However, I don't understand. Like where are other missions for the love of Jesus Christ? Where are other missions? Where are newer enemies? Where give me something different. Or if you're not going to give me that, start cranking the damage. Let guns just tear things apart and let them tear me apart and let's go against like 80 fucking things at once in every single wave.
See,
I don't
they
know.
they kind of started doing that where they're like, let's put the fun back into it. And they did for a bit, and I say it's still there, but also there's just a lot of like, I don't want to say slop, but I think slop is the best word for it that I can currently think of.
Because, like, the problem with that game, the big problem with that game, there's a lot of really cool stuff that you could use, like stratagem wise and weapon wise and all kinds of shit. But nothing does enough damage. And all it is run and throw things that you can fire and forget. And that's it except for like the one fucking mission that maybe you can succeed at and maybe you won't because all the fucking flying enemies ignore literally every rule about the mission. Where you have to protect the goddamn rockets while the people board them and leave or whatever the fuck, whatever
Yeah.
that goddamn extraction mission is, where all the flying enemies are just like, oh, we're just gonna fly over fucking everything and just attack the generators right from the get-go. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. How about this like main gate? Is that gonna stand up for like a decent amount of time so we can like get ready and prepare and shit? No, immediately it is destroyed by some stupid power weapon from like 8 miles away. Like,
I will say I'm still always down to launch a nuke as a mission.
it's a good mission type. It is.
It's the best mission.
Arguably, yeah. Next one is
Even
hatcheries. I like hatcheries.
hatcheries are good. Geological missions aren't terrible, depending on where the final drill point is, because the choke points there could be absolute fucking shit.
I liked some of the like random missions that we were given too. And I'm like, okay, but why did we not like try to make this into a mainstay? Like when you had to go and like protect those generators or whatever the fuck they
Oh
were.
yeah. That was fun.
The big fucking things. I don't remember what that was part of.
Or the where you got that jetpack and you had to drill down and make an explosion. Those were fun
Mm-hmm.
to a point where it got a little too rambunctious, I would say. And then when you
Rambunctious.
finished it, you were just attacked by a bunch of fucking birds
Yep.
till nobody was left alive.
But I don't know. I mean,
I will return to Helldivers. It's a game that will always stay
yeah.
download. I almost said logged in. Will always stay downloaded on my PlayStation because as much as I critique what I love, and I got a lot of critiques for what I love.
Like I don't know. I feel bad shitting on the game because like it's
no,
still
shit away.
played by so many people.
Shit away.
But, oh my
Shit
fucking
away.
God.
Act like a
Just
hippo,
wanna-
get that tail out, and start spinning that shit around. You know what I mean?
I don't know. To me, everything feels weak, and it's so annoying. Give me a power trip, but maybe that's my problem because that's all the games I've been playing lately.
I just imagined a meme of you wearing sunglasses, like crossing your arms, just looking at Helldivers 2, going weak. All right, Genesis. I know you're excited for the drop, so
No.
you're excited for
Wow.
the Xbox
All
boys to come along in August, same
Hey,
day as Gears.
Why is the community calling them hell jumpers instead of hell divers?
Because they're jumping consoles. What's the other
What?
game? Is it called Hell Jumpers? Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, either
So why?
way, cool. Kat, you excited for it to come to Xbox? You got any feelings at all about that, or? I'm just glad more people can get on board and the game's going to be more successful. Maybe they'll get more money and put more war bonds in. Because we need more war bonds. That's what I've always said. I miss war bonds. You know what I mean? I wish
But
there
how
was a
many people
war
are actually
bond.
going to buy it on Xbox?
All of them. What do you mean?
Because I feel like the people who are interested already have it on PC.
Well, there's people who just own Xboxes. So, like, the 16 people that own Xboxes, I would say, like, 9 of them.
But those people who own Xboxes are the ones that are, like, Game Pass people, most likely.
You're not
Right?
incorrect.
So...
And it's not coming to Game Pass.
Yeah.
Right, and that's the thing.
I was talking to this guy at work, and he's a big Call of Duty guy. He's literally still plays Call of Duty every weekend with his boys, and like they try to get that with the rank up and shit. Like whenever something new drops in there, they're doing that, trying to get the skin or whatever. And I talked to him about Helldivers, and he's like, "Yeah, I've always been interested." And I was like, the first question he asked was, "Is it coming to Game Pass?" And I said, "I don't think so." And then the next day they confirmed that it's not. And then I told him that it's not, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to think about that."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "That's crazy."
But that's what Xbox has put their own players into. Is
Yeah,
like,
I get
okay,
it. I mean,
if it's not coming to Game Pass, then we're probably not gonna get it. Then maybe if it goes on sale, but it's just a whole mindset because of subscription shit,
yeah.
and that's what I'm like.
I totally get. And
Yeah.
at this point, like, if I was on PlayStation and I wanted to get Helldivers, I'd be like, I'd probably hold off because it'll probably come to Plus or something eventually. But, like, now that it's coming to Xbox, it's probably going to be a while. Or it'll be on August when it comes to Plus. You know what I mean? Like, I think there will be people interested in it. The amount of people, no idea.
Yeah.
But I do think it will do well over there just because of how well loved it is on the internet. But the issue is how well loved it was. I don't know
Yeah.
if this is too late.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm not calling Helldivers a dead game, but like I wouldn't say it's the most lively game.
It's too late to get into it though, in my opinion.
See, I don't 100% disagree with you because it's I would say you're not getting in at the prime. You're getting in a little late. I don't think it's too late, but like
Like
I would think about your decision.
by the time you grind out shit and actually get stuff, this game the third one could be out. Like
I I don't think the third one's as close as that.
then why are they making money?
I'm sure they'll make a third one, but I don't think the third one's gonna come out like
I think the
in the
third
next
one
year.
is being heavily developed, and the reason why they're doing jack shit for the actual game itself is because they're focusing on building an engine for the third game where they'll be able to make more of the changes that they say they can't make because the engine is too. It wasn't designed to like do these things.
I, See, now I think you're correct, but I still think that's like 2-3 years away.
I mean, sure, but I've played the game for how many hundreds of hours, and I still have yet to like get half of the tier 4 upgrades.
Yeah, I
The
don't.
game is a slog because they
Yeah,
don't
it takes.
improve it.
Well, if you play on the harder difficulties, you definitely level up way faster.
It's not about leveling up, it's about the fucking rare samples they refuse to give you more of
Well,
in
yeah,
any
that
way.
too. Yeah, that too.
um, I don't know, inclusive. I don't think that's the right word, but it's not
I,
really like catering to the people who are, just want to play the way they want to play.
Again, I think you can do quite well on. I mean, everything is shared. I think it is a grind to get a lot of the stuff, but I still think it's still a enjoyable grind, especially the beginning part of the game. If you want to fully upgrade your ship, sure, you're going to have issues, but at the same time, those upgrades are kind of meaningless when it comes to you're getting towards the end. Like 4 second ain't gonna make or break your game. Like for people who play like heavily, yeah, you'll work there to get it, but like at the same time, I just don't know if that's. I quite agree with that it's a slog through the whole thing. I think the beginning of the game is very like it's still a lot of fun because a lot of the shit you unlock in the beginning.
Hmm.
So and then there's a lot of ways to like get credits and stuff and um I think that the hardest difficulty of the game I still think is very doable for someone who's only put a couple hours into the game, like especially on like bugs. Like if you just doing like fucking what's the hardest ones? Automaton still? I don't even know. But if you're doing the hardest enemies, then yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. But if you're like on a bug and you're doing seven, eights, nines, tens on bugs, it's not terrible depending on the planet and the type of bugs you get. So if they find like someone experienced to play with, they'll have a good time. And if they don't, they probably will figure it out. Like I don't even know if any of us started on level 1. I think we all started on level 3 or 4 or 5 or
Yeah, I think we
6.
did.
Like we all just kind of went. So I think it's a very accessible game. And then, like I said, I don't think the next one's out for 2 or 3 years. I don't know if this game will be supported or like played for that long, but I could see this game having another year or two of support.
Could be.
Yeah, I would say,
Yeah.
Valid.
yeah, yeah, cool, cool, cool.
Valid.
Valid.
Valid. Uh,
Oh no, he's dying again.
uh, uh,
I don't know.
uh,
Only time will
uh,
tell.
Oh, yeah. No, you're not wrong. All right. Anything else?
What else we got, boys? Anything else we want to talk about?
Ghost of Yote, 20-minute thing on Thursday at 5 p.m.
I'll be at work.
I
Sad.
have requested to get out an hour early at work so I could be home for it. I don't know if it's been approved. I put it in right as I left, so I'll find out tomorrow if it's approved, or I'll find out Thursday if it's approved. Hopefully it's approved. It should be, but yeah.
Not if we just walk out.
I just want to see it live. For once, I want to see a fucking PlayStation thing live in my life. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm not expecting too much from this. They announced that it's just going to be 20 minutes of Ghost of Yote, and it's going to show off new modes, which was interesting. New mechanics, which is exciting. So like, we haven't really seen like gameplay. We've seen snippets and trailers and stuff, but we haven't seen actual gameplay. Like, fucking let's go. I'm so hyped. Ghost of Yote, and then fucking the day after Superman's coming out? Are you kidding me? Superman reviews 86 on Rotten Tomatoes. I know Rotten Tomatoes doesn't mean anything to a lot of us, but 86 is still good.
Yeah, sounds good.
It could have been a 4, and I still would have been excited, but 86 is not bad. It's not bad. So, we're getting somewhere. Shit's starting to come. That sounds bad. But, like, yeah, Ghost of Yote. Get hype.
Ritual.
Anything else? News-wise, I mean, like, real life
That was the
stuff
biggest thing.
sucks.
Yeah, real life stuff sucks.
Julian McMahon died. He played Doctor Doom in the original Fantastic Four movie. Well, the 2005 and 2007 Fantastic Four movies. Very sad. Also a nip tuck.
Oh man.
He's a great nip tuck.
Uh,
Oh! Neil Druckmann and Haley Gross left HBO's The Last of
yeah.
oh,
Us.
that's right. Gift
Yeah,
Thank
Neil
God.
was like, I'm gonna go work on Intergalactic, see ya. And Haley was like, I'm not working on this show anymore, see ya. Kind of abrupt.
Yeah.
Good. It's dead. Can't wait. Fallout, save us.
I mean, Fallout's not gonna save this, but like,
It's gonna save me.
I'm gonna say I'm more curious for season 3. I would say morbidly curious. I think it helps that like we all had I mean, I'm not saying it helps, but we had some issues with Last of Us season 2. You know, we had some minor nitpicks.
Yep.
To put it gently.
So did the rest of the world, and because
some people really liked it.
Neil Druckmann is apparently a egotistical man who's like, oh well, people hate this, and I'm gonna leave. That's what I took from all this. Is it true? I don't know, but that's how I see it.
That's how you took that?
Yep.
Oh, interesting. That's not how I took it at all. I took it as they disagreed creatively. And since Neil Druckmann was invited and it's a Craig Mazin show, that he's like, okay, I'm going to go work on my game. Bye.
Then why do that after season 2 and after it gets panned? Do it before it releases.
I mean,
if you don't like the direction it's going in, what, you needed further confirmation that it's going in the wrong direction?
He honestly might have been like, hey, look, I like this, but hey, it didn't pan out, but also I'm going to go do stuff. It might have been planned, but it seemed very abrupt. But, yeah, I did not take it that way at all. I did not take him as an egotistical man, but, like, I think the internet always sees him as that anyways because of how he feels about stuff. But, like, yeah, that wasn't my takeaway. But to each their own. So. But a lot of people still like the season, which was shocking to me.
I spoke to other Adam at work, and he actually did enjoy the season.
Yeah, my
And
dad loved it.
Really?
My
yeah.
dad and
Alright,
his girlfriend loved the second season.
Alright.
It seems like a commonality between people who didn't play the game.
I didn't either. I hated the season.
But you had an idea of what happened in the game, right?
I mean, sure, but it's a badly written season.
Okay.
I think I don't want to spend too much time on this. I don't
Yeah.
think it's a badly written season. I think there's a lot of bad writing in a good portion of this season, especially for some characters.
Yeah.
Because they're still
main
outstanding. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
one
and-
we follow. Every
and
week
others.
moment.
and others. I don't
Yeah.
think Ellie's writing is bad in every scene Ellie is in.
No. But
And I
a
think-
decent chunk of it.
I will say right now, the internet believes that Ellie's character sucks every scene she's in, no matter what's happening. And I go, absolutely incorrect. Just because you don't agree with the tone they're taking or the direction they're taking, there's still moments where great acting is happening and a well-written scene is happening, whether you agree with how it happens in the show or not, whatever. But then there's also tonally confusing character moments that are so fucking weird and disjointed from anything in the world. And even scenes from earlier in the same episodes. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's a show of contradictions of characters, and it's so annoying. Like, even Dina is so great, and then in the last, like, couple episodes, it's like, what the fuck is going on right now?
She just completely.
She flips, but at the same time, I understand
Yeah.
why she flips, but at the same time, it's not represented well why she flipped. I had to really, really, really think about it, but also it doesn't make the show smart for me having to think. It makes me feel kind of stupid for having to fill in some gaps to get to that point to understand the reasoning that I'm assuming that they're trying to put out there, but they won't ever explain. Like, it's just... Also, Jesse says one of the dumbest lines in the entire show to Ellie at the end, like, get the fuck out of here. No, she wouldn't have. I know you'd do the same for me. No, she wouldn't have. She literally wouldn't have. Hey, it's whatever. But again, there's moments that are good. I don't like season 2. Overall, I think it just it falls apart, and we've talked that one to death, I will say. Genesis doesn't need to hear it again. But I'm very curious for season 3. Kevin, it sounds like you're out for season 3.
I can't bring myself to watch it.
I'm glad that your opinion has finally fully formed. Because during the show, you were kind of like, it's not great, but, it's whatever. And then at the end, you were like, okay, I don't know if I'm in this. But now you're like, no, I'm done. Like, it's just...
They can't save this. Fucking
I
no way.
don't think they could save it, but now I'm just curious.
Yeah.
See, I
What
don't-
are they gonna do?
I'm not curious enough. Fallout has to be a complete disaster for me to be curious enough.
When I think of Last
got
of Us, I do
Stranger
not think of
Things.
Fallout.
I got Stranger Things coming up that's going to be ending. I got freaking Fallout coming up with season 2, and then hopefully shortly thereafter the Pit season 2. Like, I don't care.
January,
I don't
baby,
need
let's
to
go.
know. I don't need to know how bad Last of Us season 3 is. I just don't. I got better shows.
What if it comes out and everybody's ranting and raving how good it is, and it's a return to form?
Then fucking maybe I watch it. But I doubt it.
The thing is, can it get worse? I think the answer is yes.
Yes.
But also, at the end of season 2, when they showed Abby, I was like, okay, I'm actually interested in Abby. But now that Neil Druckmann and Haley Gross left, I'm like, I don't know if I'm as interested, because the moments that I liked the most in the season 2 were the parts that followed the game the closest, which was the opposite of season 1, where the moments I liked the most in there were the different things they did, because if I fucking just liked the game moments, I'd rather play the fucking game. That Brian scene, still crazy in season 1.
Oh my god, it's so
absolutely
good.
nuts.
So
The
good.
fucking town raid in season 2, great. So good. So good. The way they did
Season 2
Joel and all
started
that.
on such a high note. And then
I
it was
I
like,
would
whoop.
say it's very mixed for the first 2 episodes. It's very super high moments and still moments where I'm like, I don't know about this. Why did it start with Ellie fighting a dude, then she never fought a dude? I still don't understand that.
You never fought it.
I still do not get that. But that's it's
Uh,
neither here nor there, you know? It's whatever. We don't have to
that's
think about it
crazy.
anymore.
She really did never fight a dude after training and
You know?
like.
It's like, oh, she's tough, she won't let go. No, she's not. She's
So she's gonna
stupid.
fight people this season. She's
She's
gonna
dumb.
body some zombies. She's gonna fucking.
It's bad. It's all bad.
Oh, I forgot to mention. I said my dad liked it. He was so confused why she landed on an island and then left the island to then go to the marina. I was like, I don't know why. I'm like, it's a tease for season 3 technically, and it's kind of like, I don't know why they included it. I really don't. They have a reason for why they included it. It's a dumb reason. I don't even remember it anymore. But they had a reason. It's so fucking stupid. Ah, the water washed me. Ah, I'm kidnapped. Oh no, a war's happening. Okay, see ya. What? Oh. Crazy.
Crazy.
Alright, well, there's that.
Squid Game season 3 failed. God, what a fucking. What a.
I mean, it didn't fail, but
In my mind, it did.
it quietly.
Kevin, you're more
died.
negative on it this week than last week.
Yeah,
It
I've had more
quietly
time to
passed
think about it.
away, very quietly.
By the week after, Kevin's gonna be like, I'm gonna fucking kill everybody involved with Squid Game. Week after that, he's
What
gonna
this
be
LA
like.
thing is.
Apparently, it's
Yeah.
nothing. According to
Yeah,
I
that's what I
saw a
saw
news
too.
article about that. Apparently, it's not a spin-off. It's just a scene they included. But also, Netflix might make a spin-off. I don't know. Dumb. They're dumb.
Yeah, probably not by the same director because I don't think he's doing.
That's
anymore.
fine. We don't need the same director. I don't want the same director.
Seems like it was a show that should have only gone one season.
Yeah.
It was a show that should have gone 2 seasons, cut down all the fat from seasons 2 and 3, meld them together, done.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
could have
that
easily
too.
done it.
You literally just explained Last of Us. That's funny.
Squid Game is the quest for more money. That's why I like it's got to be something, right? Come on. I mean, it's going to make money, right? Well, I should, does it make money? I don't know how that works.
Good.
Do people subscribe just to watch Squid Games? I have no idea.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Yeah, subscriptions probably uptick when Squid Game comes out.
For the month.
Yeah.
But still, yeah, that's money, right?
Yeah, but also when you're buying, why buy 1 month? Just buy like a year.
Fair.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's the people that just forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Can you buy your
So-
Netflix? I don't think you can, right? You can only buy a
I
monthly.
don't think.
right?
Yeah. There's no yearly plan.
Oh, I don't know, man. Right now, my
Dumb.
hope is that Stranger Things season 5 somehow pulls us all together in some form or fashion.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna tell you right
And,
now, I've never
I
trusted
want
Netflix
Fallout.
with anything. So
I want Fallout to be nuts, and that's about it.
I have no expectations for Fallout Season 2.
Okay.
Only because that's how I went in with Fallout Season 1.
Fallout
And I
season
feel
one's
like
great.
it's a good idea to do that for Season 2.
Adam, are we watching it all in one night?
Kevin, already confirmed.
All right.
You know what I mean? We talked about this last time, and then we asked Destinoda if he wanted to join. He doesn't remember, but
Probably
we'll ask him again when we get close. Don't worry, Destinoda.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I
Oh,
probably
that'd be so
will.
fun. So fun. What a fucking show.
Genesis, you can get in on this. Fallout's good. You'd like Fallout.
Fallout is really good. That opening.
Maybe. I don't know.
The opening
I might
scene
watch
is
it,
still
maybe.
one of the best opening scenes for any TV show.
It's very good. It's
In
a
my
very good
opinion.
opening
In my
scene.
opinion.
Yeah, it's a very good opening scene.
I remember when we were watching it, and we were just like, "Oh no!"
Oh, I remember watching that all and being like, "Wow, this show's fucking nuts," and then rewatching it and being like, "Wow, this show is really fucking nuts. I wasn't just crazy in
Yeah.
the middle of the night."
That slow, gradual rumbling.
Oh,
Is
the
it my
reflection.
finger or yours?
Oh, oh.
That is the best line
Oh my
given the
God.
best way.
That girl would have been blind.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Not important.
It doesn't matter in the moment. Doesn't matter at all. You're not
Nope,
thinking about
nope.
that. You're
Hey,
like,
aren't
"Oh,
they
fuck."
making a nuclear plant in New York?
Yeah, probably. I think it's
Yeah, I
like
saw
Making
that.
one?
upstate New York or something.
Yeah, somewhere.
Wait, why are they making one? I thought they were bringing 3 Mile Island back.
Don't know. I heard it on the news
I
because the
guess,
lady was
yeah.
like, "Do we really want that? Because nuclear energy is harmful." It's like,
What the fuck?
what do you
Huh.
what energy we use is not harmful for you, lady? What do you think, huh?
Pure methane.
And
Yeah,
it's only
like,
actually harmful.
why can't we use the clean
It
stuff
blows
like
up.
natural gas? It's cleaner. And really, we shouldn't even be allowed to legally say that. We should say it's less dirty.
Yeah.
I thought they were bringing 3 Mile Island back. Maybe not. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
Where's
they are
3
building a
Mile
new one.
Island?
Isn't that New York or am I stupid?
no, that's New York. Pretty sure that's
Yeah.
New York.
Maybe I just never.
Might be Connecticut
Oh,
though.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's in
Oh,
there.
okay.
It's somewhere around here.
It's near Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's some fucking island somewhere in the Atlantic that no one cares about.
Meltdown, a partial nuclear meltdown.
Don't worry about
Unit
that. Don't worry
2.
about that. Don't look at that.
Oh.
There's a lot of misinformation with that. I don't actually know what the true story is.
We've gotten better. We've gotten better. We promise. It's not The Simpsons anymore. We'll have three-eyed fish.
Melted down in 1979.
Yeah, but not really. Like, it's weird. I don't understand that one.
The possibility it got real close, and they were like, "We fucked up. It's too close to civilization. We gotta close it."
Oh, is that what happened? Okay.
I think it had like a small, like a little tiny leak, but like they were like, "Nah."
Was
And
it
then
the best tiny leak?
no. But they were like, "We can't. We're not risking this. What are we gonna be, Chernobyl?" And they were like, "What's that?" And they're like, "Don't worry about that. You'll figure that out in a couple years." It's like, what?
He'll
What did
figure
that
it out.
What did that guy just say? What the fuck? And then they was like, "Hey, wait till you see the HBO Max." What the fuck is an HBO Max? What? What is this man talking about?
All I know is, man, you got the Chernobyl incident where you're like, wow, what fucking idiots. And you have Fukushima where you're like, these poor people
Oh
tried to
my
do
God.
everything they could, did it
Oh
all
my
right,
God.
and Mother Nature is like, no, fuck you.
The union of people happened.
Oh my God,
The
what
Yeah,
a
but-
fucking show.
But Chernobyl,
What a
only like
show.
11 people died.
Yeah,
Officially.
don't look at it.
I don't gotta look at it. It's, Japan, everyone died. All the old people. They were like, "We'll clean."
Oh. They
Good
were all
times.
part
What
of
the
the
hell?
union.
What was that show called again? 30 Days? No, not 30 Days. What the fuck was that called?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Wow. Racist as shit.
How is that racist?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was called "Oh no." If I didn't remember the name of Chernobyl, guess what I'd be called that? Oh no! Like, what do you mean? Pretty sure 3 Mile Island was "Oh no." Like, what's racist about that?
Nice. A dialectist. How about that? I hate that word. No, ignore that. What the shit was that called? What a freaking show! I know it was on
Days.
Netflix. The Days. I was close then.
Yeah.
Future days.
Great show.
I still remember that scene of that poor fucking guy. There was like
Drowning.
flooded, and they're trying to move
Yeah.
whatever the shit they're trying to move through there, and he's just gone, horror movie style, down a fucking
Yeah.
hole.
Oh my gosh.
Good news is he would only last like 2 minutes. You know what I mean? If that.
Yeah.
Probably less. He went
Oh,
straight
probably. He probably
down.
took a little deep breath in as he went down. He was like, "Oh no!" And then died in the most,
Oh gosh.
horrible sensed way to die.
Yeah.
I hear drowning
Man.
sucks.
Mm. Yep.
Where'd you hear that from?
It was in like a YouTube thing about
The people who see Nixon.
no, but like it was a YouTube thing where somebody was like it was talking about like people's experience with death, and I mean, if you look it up, I feel like a lot of people describe drowning as one of the worst ways to die.
Mhm.
I mean, like the lack of oxygen sucks, but imagine like your lungs hurting as that happens.
Yeah.
Like, and also the panic, but you have to try to
You
remain
just-
calm and like, oh, fuck
Just
that.
can't breathe anymore.
Fuck that. Give me a gun. Let me blow my brains out while I'm drowning. If I was ever a scuba person, that's what I would do.
I mean, no, wait. Yeah, you might be able to pull it off.
I keep it in a plastic Ziploc bag. We're good.
Keep it loaded in a bag, pull the trigger. I mean, sure, all right.
I'd be
Is
like,
that a
film
vacuum?
this. And then you'd hear somebody going, hefty, hefty, hefty.
No, because then you have to have John Cena's bouncing chest.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
Because those commercials are the best.
Like John Cena, you could have saved him. I was like, it's not about that.
They said the words. I had to do it.
Good times, good times.
The reactor 2, since everything that happened, it permanently shut down. 99% of its fuel has been removed.
Damn.
Oh.
So the cleanup took about 13 years.
Hey, not
But,
bad.
yeah.
Not bad.
Coolant systems fully drained, radioactive water decontaminated, evaporated, and the waste was shipped off to an appropriate disposal area.
Kevin, let's move to Japan and start a YouTube channel called Reactor 2 where we react to videos.
Oh yeah, that's a
You're
great
sitting
idea.
on a nuclear reactor and film videos? Is what you're gonna do?
No, we react to videos. There's two of us.
We could go on location.
Or you could just send Kevin in then, and you could take the video from far away.
Why do we
do
do
it.
that?
Oh, and
I'll
Unit
lick the
1
side of it.
permanently ceased operations until September 2019.
I'll lick the side of both reactor 1 and 2.
This is for the 3 Mile Island.
Oh, a 3 Mile Island?
Yeah.
I meant Fukushima.
Oh.
Kevin, we're
I'll
moving
just
to
walk.
Pennsylvania.
We're going to Pennsylvania? Alright.
Remember that? Is Pennsylvania that town that caught on fire too? That's still burning?
What?
Oh, yeah.
yes.
You're
yes.
thinking of a town in Pennsylvania, but it's not. It didn't catch on fire.
I didn't think all of Pennsylvania caught on fire.
It's the gypsum mines
the
or
coal
whatever the hell
mines.
underneath.
They never closed them up underneath.
Yeah.
The burning.
Yeah. Good times, good times.
We could go there too, sure. How bad could it be? Let's dig it up. Let's see if it's actually still burning.
You think
under there,
you
or
think
if
I'm
it's a
allowed
myth.
to like roast a marshmallow at that mine?
I'm sure you could. You could feed it in the roads.
Can you
could
imagine
just
being
roast
like,
it
"Wow,
in
this
the
is
flames.
tragic. Can you pass me that Hershey's?" Like,
How about some milk, too, while you're at it?
I can't have milk.
Yeah, you can.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
Non-dairy.
Ew,
Can have
I don't want that.
There's just bad consequences, you know?
Oat milk is good.
Oat milk doesn't taste like milk, so therefore it's bad.
Oh, it's not supposed to. It's supposed to taste like oat milk. But it's better
What?
than the other shit ass dairy-free
I
milks.
want milk.
Oh.
I want something that
Fucking
tastes like
almond and
milk.
soy, my
In
fucking
every
ass.
fucking
about
option, people are
skim
like,
milk?
"Oh, have this instead of regular milk. Have this, have this." None of them taste like milk. Give me a milk that tastes like milk that isn't milk. That's all I asked for. And it's like, "Oh, this is good too." No, it's not. This is
I
bad.
think there is one.
No, it's not. It doesn't taste like milk.
No,
I've tried them all.
There is. Hold on.
Did
I've
you
seen
fucking
the
say it? I
carton.
swear to God, I'll kill you if it's not right.
About like that A2 or whatever the fuck it is.
I've had
Yeah,
A2.
That's
I've had A2.
That's one of
Okay.
them.
It's milk.
Oh, like good or not good?
No, A2 is milk.
But it's dairy-free, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
It doesn't contain like 2 proteins of regular milk, which is usually an issue in people with lactose intolerance. I apparently am one of the fucking people who have that issue with that protein.
Oh.
So, we use A2 beta casein protein instead.
What
Instead of
the fuck?
A1. Fuck you, Adam.
A1
Doesn't matter.
steak sauce?
No, A1 casein. A1 beta casein protein.
Oh, what about Fairlife?
Fairlife sucks.
Oh.
Fairlife Double Whip or whatever the hell it's called. Fairlife Extra Creamy. That one's the closest one, but every single one has a horrible aftertaste.
Oh.
Also, Fairlife makes me bloated.
Shit.
Why? Fucking why? I just don't get it.
Life is just giving you a big middle finger, you know?
I just, Adam, as a child, what do you want to eat every day for the rest of your life? Cereal. Adam, as an adult, what do you still want to eat every day for the rest of your life? Cereal.
Oh.
And they took it from. Hey, Adam, what's the one drink you really like? Chocolate milk. If I could begin every day eating a bowl of cereal and end every day drinking chocolate milk, I'd die a happy man.
Oh man.
But instead, life is filled with pain, misery.
So sad.
I don't know. Maybe it's if I lost weight. I don't know. Fucking, I'd rather have diabetes than fucking lactose intolerance.
You do not want that.
Yeah, I would not. I would rather kill myself than any of those. But
Wow, okay, well, there it is.
my dad,
Alright.
gluten-free, loves milk, can drink it all the time, can't eat gluten. So he can't have cereal because he can't have fucking any of the whole grains. And I'm like, so you can have some cereals that are trash. And I'm like, damn. But also bread and stuff sucks. But like, I could eat a cheeseburger without a bun. That's fine. But cereal? If I could have milk? God, I miss milk. I miss drinking milk carefree.
This is very sad.
Yeah. Alright. Let's end it.
Alright, folks. Thank you everybody again for joining another episode of Crafting a Chat. You can catch us on twitch.tv/craftingachat or youtube.com/startingplay with 2R. And we'll see you guys next week. Same time, same place. Take care, everybody. Have a nice night.
Bye, everybody. Have a real good time.